Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien. Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
I've been talking and I ain't got no sound. Oh Lord, I'm glad I looked at the chat. I was just running my mouth. I was just running my mouth. Oh, I'm glad y'all told me. Thank y'all. What I had said. Let me think. Let me go back. Rewind. What did I say? Oh, I said, can you hear me now? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me now. You said start over. Damn. What did I say? Let me say. The music was playing. Then I came on. Then I said, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Shout out to my squad. Okay. I said, what did I say? I said pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Okay. Anybody going through the big cancer journey. Okay. Anyone except Junkie Daniva. That's what I said. What else I say? I said, I said I felt like I done worked a 9 to 5 today. I'm trying to go back in my head and remember what I said because y'all know I can't remember nothing. I feel like I done worked a 9 to 5 today because I had my fellow brethren media associates calling me early in the morning. I was like, why is my phone ringing at 8:30? Like, who calls Michelle Brown at 8:30? Okay. They was calling me talking about it was court today. And I was like, I am not going in nobody's court. But it was a Zoom meeting, so I ain't have to like show up or nothing. But I wasn't trying to do all that. Shout out to Dennis Byron. Also, what else did I do today? Oh, I went on my Patreon today. We had a whole little tea session over on Patreon. And what I was saying as I was looking at the teleprompter when y'all told me that you could not hear me, I said, give me your $5. I said, you are missing out if you are not a Patreon member, okay? Because we be over there spilling tea. Okay, all it costs is $5. Okay, we be teaching each other stuff. We be doing all kind of things, and I need your money. For $5, you can contribute to the food for my dog. Okay, for $5, you can buy me a cup of coffee once a month for $5. Okay, that's all it is. My Patreon has not increased. I've had it for how long have we had Patreon squad? I've had Patreon for a good 4, 5 years now. I have not increased my price. There are several different tiers though, but you got to be in the $5 tier and above in order to participate in our Discord, in our lives, in our giveaways, in our game nights. $5. Okay, $5. That's all you need. It's $5. Patreon.com. I am ATLien. Oh, she said I started in 2020. Dang, we've been on there for 6 years. So we got six, and then for look, for $10, because it's different tiers. For $10, you get access to everything. Okay, because I got 10 years worth of content on there. If you want to see what I was talking about 10 years ago, who I was reading, it's in the archives. You get access to the archives for $10. And if you want to spend any more than that, if you want to spend 25, shout out to my $25 crew. I send you a free mug, honey. You are a member of the superstars, honey. I appreciate y'all. And the $50 crew, those are the big ballers, honey. They got a shirt when they joined, and they got all my love and devotion. Okay, I appreciate each and every one. Like, you don't have to like stay in a $50 tier. Okay, you could join the $50 tier just to get your shirt, and then you could next month bump it on down to $5. That's what I would say. That's what I would do, but I'm just saying I appreciate the people who don't do that. So definitely head on over to the Patreon because we listen. The people say it's worth it. See the look. The people say it's worth it. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all think it's worth it. See, I'm not one of them content creators that just go over there and don't give you nothing. I mean, I might be gone for a few days or whatever, but when I come back, I do be giving y'all stuff. Okay. And I, be spilling tea and be calling people on the phone, all kind of stuff. You said you spent my $5 and the tea was hot. Okay, the tea is always boiling over there, honey. I had went live New Year's from Nene's party for a minute. I be doing some of everything. But anyway, I'm digressing. Tonight's live, we got a lot of different topics. Y'all see, I had traded up my thumbnail because I was like, I need a more scandalous thumbnail. Chat GPT wasn't doing me right on this thumbnail. They had my thumbnail looking real cartoonish today, okay? Because I said I was gonna be talking about Cardi B and Celina Powell. So I guess they was like, we need to put some of the kitty thumbnails together. It looked like a kitty thumbnail. I was like, I don't like that. So I decided to just focus on what I focus on best, and that's Kandi and Todd. So while Kandi and Todd is on the agenda, they're not the main part of the agenda. So I made a thumbnail with just Kandi and Todd, but I also talked about something that happened in court today. A blogger was embarrassed. I bet their neck was hot sitting in that courtroom when they got called out. I know mine would have been, woo, woo. When somebody called you out in the courtroom, your neck get hot, especially when you're not even supposed to be there. You're not even on the docket. Okay. So I'm going to talk about what had happened in court. No, it's not shade that the blogger was embarrassed. As long as the blogger stop being, it's not shade. I'm gonna tell you what happened when y'all come in and like this video. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. You said it is shout out to Miss Kiki. You know what? I didn't even give nobody no notice. I didn't tell nobody I was going live. I did not say nothing. Let me tell the people. Oh, child. That's why I've been posting so much on YouTube. People not getting no notifications or nothing, honey. Let me go tell the people on members only that we on the live. And as I do that, y'all smash that like button so we can get in this algorithm because I think I done posted too many things today because YouTube real stingy. They are real stingy. And this for y'all bloggers out there who listening. YouTube is real stingy with these notifications. When you post more than 3 things a day, they will not notify your people. They will not. And I think I posted more than 3 things. I feel like I posted more than 3 things. Hold on, let me go to the members only. We are live right now. Okay, put that in the members tab. Okay, all the channel members. And then I'm gonna go over here to Instagram and I'm gonna tell them people over here on the Instagram. Yes, child, 3 is the limit. It's 3 every 24 hours. So I mean, you never know when your 24 hour starts or stops. It's just 3, child. So there's that. And you have to kind of like figure it out. Figure it out. But the crazy thing is, like tomorrow, the next day, if I don't post anything tomorrow or the next day, y'all might get a random notification like I just posted something, but I didn't. I actually posted it 2 days ago, but I posted 5 things 2 days ago, and you just now getting a notification today. YouTube is real funky when it comes to that. I don't like it. I be feeling like, we got our subscribers. We got our subscribers. You should tell them. Hold on. I am live on YouTube. Bam. Come join the discussion. Join the discussion. I don't even know how to type no more. I'm so used to the phone typing for me. Put the little link right there. Paste. Paste it. Oh, I ain't pasted it. Hold on. I gotta go way back over here to YouTube and get the link again. YouTube content. Where is it? Lord. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Here I come. I gotta get this link. Share. Copy this link right there and bring it way back over here to Instagram and paste it right there. There it is. Okay. Now I gotta post it in threads. I posted in threads first, so the threads people can get it. And now let me go back to my Instagram and post it to my group, so my group can get it. And then the rest of the people just gonna have to get it later. Okay. There we go. There they go. Okay, we good, we good, we good, we good. Yes, like this video, like this video, like this video. What is on this agenda today? I kind of threw the agenda together. It's some good stuff on this agenda, but I did kind of haphazardly throw some topics in here because I'm like, I just want to talk. You ever be in that mood? You just want to talk. I just wanted to talk. So one of the things that I put in here was about Celina and Cardi B, because I don't really talk about them, but I talked about Cardi B the other day and how her responses to Black female bloggers is completely different than how she responds to others. Okay, and today is interesting because Celina Powell, a known culture vulture, okay, a Caucasian. I guess she Caucasian. She got a little grace from Cardi B. Okay, Cardi B actually thanked her. So I'm gonna talk about that. Okay, I'm also going to talk about LA Reid's lawsuit settlement. I also have oh, see, she don't want me to talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about this. If she in here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tameka, but you the news, honey. You Usher's ex-wife. I'm gonna have to talk about it, friend. And I'm giving you grace because you my friend. See, if we weren't friends, I would drag you. But since we are friends, we gonna. Anyway, Tameka Foster Raymond, she was arrested in Atlanta. Child, her mugshot is going viral on Facebook. And when I first saw it, I thought it was AI, but then Tameka went and confirmed it on Instagram. And then we got Kandi Todd, another Kandi Todd court update. And so, and how a blogger fumbled the bag. Anyway, who should I start with? Let me see. What y'all saying? What y'all saying in this chat? Oh, I didn't put a notification on Patreon. Oh, shoot. Well, y'all get a notification on y'all do get a notification on Discord, but you're right. I did not put one on Patreon. I am so sorry. Let me put it in there right now. Because all my free, you can join Patreon for free as well. I be forgetting to tell y'all that because you could be in the free group. We are live on YouTube. No, public. So if you don't want to pay right now, you just want to see what the free people get, you can go over to Patreon and subscribe. It is free. Okay. It is patreon.com. I am ATLien. There's a free tier, and then there is a tier for everybody. And so these notifications that I'm sending out right now, I actually send these to the free and the paid members because we public. So I don't need you to pay me for that, but it is what it is. So I'm going to send this to the free people and the other people. Let me see. Hopefully, oh shoot, oh shoot, I got too much text now. Okay, paste, and then I gotta just do the URL, honey. Hold on, come join the discussion. YouTube. What's doing it? Hold on. Back. Okay. Go back. And then we are in like when I am notifying all of my YouTubers, the free and the paid. Let me make sure I got both of y'all in there. Yep. Publish. Hopefully they got their notification too. Okay. You said, so did you get everything when you're in a free group? No, you don't get everything, but you do get the notifications. And sometimes you get, like, when I do deleted Instagrams and things like that, sometimes you may get that. Sometimes I do impromptu lives on Patreon. You may get that. So I mean, you get free stuff. You get free stuff. Hold on. Make sure my chat. But then when you in there free, eventually you're gonna be like, I need to go and pay my $5. Okay, I need to go and pay my $5, and then you pay the $5. It's a whole new world. You be like, oh my god, I didn't realize I had all of these videos, and I see Michelle almost every day, and I do this, and I go to her Discord, and I'm in the Discord. The Discord was really worth it. Okay, but there is that. Hey, DMV got your notification. Okay, I knew some people was gonna get it. Miss Kiki said, what? You're live on both channels. Yes. That's my new thing now. I said I was gonna go live on both channels, but I was gonna put different thumbnails on it. But I forgot to do it today. I think they both have the same thumbnail today. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I gotta keep that channel active. Gotta keep that channel active because some people don't even have 25,000 subscribers, and I got a channel with 25,000 subscribers I don't even be using. So yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. So who did I want to talk about first? Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson, the father from Blackish, and Rocsi Diaz. Remember Rocsi from 106 in Park? Rocsi get around, and I ain't even mad at it. Rocsi, remember she was into it with Lisa Ray because she was allegedly messing with Lisa Ray's husband. Then she was messing with Eddie Murphy for a little while. Then she was messing with Joe. I ain't even mad. Rocsi is a pretty girl. Well, apparently Rocsi is now dating Anthony Anderson. And I was like, that's an odd couple. That is a odd couple. Hold on. Rocsi and Anthony Anderson. Here they are right here. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Hold on. It's on the TMZ TikTok. Sure. Let me go over to the TMZ TikTok and open it and show you. Why I do that? TMZ. Bam. Like this video. Why go to Phaedra? Oh, there they are right now. I don't know where they was going or what. Oh, they must have been at the award show last night, Golden Globes. But she was his date at the Golden Globes. Okay. And so here they are. And everybody is talking about it. Okay. Anthony Anderson and Rocsi Diaz may have been kindling more than just a friendship after the Golden Globes Award on Sunday. Let's see what they had said.
I got you, brother. Anthony and Rocsi, how you guys doing tonight?
Amazing.
We gotta ask you, are you guys officially dating? Are you able to tell us anything?
You saw the way she rubbed that nose. You said, what that mean when you do that? When you out in the street and somebody asks you a question, you be like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that, but if he say something, I mean, I guess. I mean, they holding hands and stuff. I don't know. That nose rub told a story. Rocsi, like, first of the month.
Are you able to tell?
Tough, but look at it. Look. Hold on.
Are you able to tell us anything?
She's my date for the evening.
You guys look amazing together.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all go way back, right?
We go back almost 20 years.
So how did this happen? You know, we want to know.
Friends always.
Wait a minute. They go back 20 years. Where he married? Wait a minute. I gotta Google now. When did Anthony Anderson get divorced? They go back 20 years. Anthony Andrew. And he been in some stuff too. Before he lost the weight. Anthony. Why that white lady come up? That's what he was married to? I know that's not it. That's the wrong Anthony. Anthony Anderson. Why I say Anthony? I'm like, that ain't him. Hold on. Where his wife at? When he get divorced? Hold on, what they say? He got children. Nathan and Kyra. He is 55 years old. It says Anthony Anderson and his wife Alvina Stewart divorced due to irreconcilable differences. She filed for divorce in 2015 and again in 2022 after a brief reconciliation, with the final settlement in late 2023 involving spousal support for Alvina. He was with a dark-skinned black lady. Hold on, look at his wife. She was pretty. Hold on, I'll be back to Roxy in a second. I'm over here with Alvina. We doing research. I just want to know. I'm nosy. Okay, there you go, right there with Alvina. Look at Alvina. It said, while specific details aren't publicized, the filings pointed to general marital issues, with Anderson later acknowledging the challenges of their differing career paths and time apart. Now, remember when he was accused of a lot of stuff. Now, he's been accused of some sticky situations with women and underage stuff. It's all kind of videos about him with inappropriate comments to underage girls and stuff. It's like, what is happening? Okay, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. He was involved in a lawsuit for a while, but whatever the case, okay, they swept a lot of it under the rug and didn't anything happen to him career wise, because his career seems to have been flourishing since then. Somebody said Lindsay Lohan. See, the people remember. I'm just pulling it out my mind right now. But yeah, here's the rest of the video with him and Roxy, because look, and Roxy, how old is Roxy? Got me over here Googling. How old is he? First of all, Anthony is 55 years old and Roxy is 44. Okay, it ain't that big of a difference. They got a little 10 years. That ain't that bad. Okay, she ain't in her 20s. But yeah, no, it's definitely an odd couple. More power to them. More power to them. Let me see what the rest of this little video said on TMZ.
Friends
are always friends.
Yeah, 20 years.
So how did this happen? You know, we want to know.
Friends are always friends.
Friends are always amazing together.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all go way back, right?
We go back almost 20 years.
So
20
how did
years.
this happen? You know, we want to know.
Friends are always friends.
Friends are always friends.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Thank you,
brother.
guys.
Have a good night, baby.
Friends are always friends. Okay, so thank you for that copyright disclaimer, Miss Kiki. But yeah, he said they go back 20 years and he was married. He got divorced in 2023. That's all I got. Somebody say he was at the Diddy party. Oh, okay. Hey, Miss K Jones, what's up, friend? Thank you. Well, that's all I got. It's an odd couple, day together. It's crazy because I had heard some little rumblings about them being a couple, maybe about a week or 2 or 3 ago, and now here they are out in the streets making their first red carpet appearance at the Golden Globes. Well, that wasn't the red carpet, but they were together at the Golden Globes. So salute to them, apparently. Maybe Roxy can finally lock one down if that's what she wants. You said he not working. So he broke. Wait, is she working? What, they both broke? Like they look pretty clean to be broke. And that dress might have cost a pretty penny. Okay. Moving on. Like this video. Now, L.A. Reid decided at the last minute that he was going to settle his lawsuit. Now, for those of you who don't know, Reid has been involved in a sexual assault lawsuit. For how long has it been? It's been a while. Hold on. I'm about to pull this up. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. And it was against what was her name? Drew Dixon. She was a former music executive who worked for him at Arista in the early 2000s. Dixon filed a lawsuit against him in 2023 that accused Reid of groping her or kissing her, of inappropriate conduct when they was on a private jet, all kind of things. And it also says, let me see, it was at least 2 occasions. Once on his private plane en route to a company-wide retreat in Puerto Rico, and another time in his car after a work event. The lawsuit says that Ms. Dixon, 55, rebuffed Mr. Reid, who is now 69, on several occasions. He retaliated by reducing her promotional and recording budgets and rejecting song demos and artist auditions. As a result, according to her lawsuit, she was unable to sign and cultivate new artists such as John Legend and Kanye West. Honey, details of the settlement are not disclosed, but Reid decided, okay, the trial is supposed to start today. Okay, the judge locked the doors, and apparently they had already hashed it out, and they presented it to the judge, and they agreed upon a settlement. It is undisclosed, it is confidential, and a lot of people saying, Diddy started something. All of these music executives and things that happened in the late 90s, early 2000s, like, people are really, getting paid, child. Next up is gonna be Tyler Perry. I don't know what's gonna happen. It says Ms. Dixon filed her lawsuit under a New York law to audit Survivors Act, for which she was an outspoken supporter. The law opened up a 1-year period for people who said they had been assaulted to file civil suits, even if the statute of limitations had run out. So, I saw her statement where she was basically saying that she hopes that this settlement can now free her to move about in the music industry, because apparently she felt that she had been blacklisted by him and by her accusations. So we shall see, because at one point she was a very talented music executive. So that is interesting, y'all. What are y'all saying in this chat? You said, I believe it. These women get a payday. Times are a changing. Anthony Anderson, stay working. Roxy pops up with a gig here and there. Okay. You had to come over here. Right. If you are over on my ATLien channel, come on over to the Michelle ATLien Brown channel. Okay. Because I know that chat over there might be a little dead. This chat over here a little bit better. Okay. You said pay her for her pain. Exactly. Pay everybody for their pain. Honey, pay everybody for their pain. Okay. If it happened and he knows it happened, ain't no point in fighting it. Go ahead and cut the check, and so everybody can move on. Now, this is so messy. This is so messy. Speaking of Reid, Reid was responsible for like Usher's career, TLC, all of those artists, LaFace back in the 90s and 2000s. And speaking of Usher, we got Tameka Foster Raymond. She's been going viral on the Facebook, child. And I was like, why they do Tameka like this? Why they do Tameka like this? Okay. Y'all was tagging, talking. It's been circulating in the damn email address. I even got a little Josh on the line talking about some hell no with the damn text message. But shout out to Tameka, because I talked to her today and asked her about it. Because when I first saw it, I called Tameka. I'm like, girl, is you in jail? Like, what is you doing, Tameka? Where are you? Okay, where are you, Tameka? I called and went straight to voicemail. I'm like, I know Tameka ain't in the jail. I know she ain't. And I know she hates this mugshot. I know she do, because Tameka don't look like that. This mugshot look a hot mess. Okay, this mugshot looks a hot mess, which most mugshots do. It's very rare that you get a cute mugshot. Okay, because the lighting gonna be bad. Okay, they ain't gonna let you comb your hair. You ain't got no makeup on, none of that. And no, it was not a DUI. Okay, but this mugshot popped up on the DeKalb County crime yesterday at 9:40 a.m. and got everybody up under here talking about they thought it was Aunt Viv. Okay. And then Joey said what I said. They picked the worst picture of her because she is beautiful. Lord, whatever she's going through, have some compassion. She has lost a child, and some people don't recover from that trauma. Okay. And so a lot of people like, well, she does have kids with Usher, so this is newsworthy. Okay. So if you go over to the actual Gazette, Georgia Gazette, which is who reported it, I'm like, who knew they be putting all these mugshots out there, child? I thought they stopped that in Georgia. They did a whole article about Tameka, but they didn't give too much information. They just said Tameka Raymond data booking January 5th, 2026 for failure to appear for a fingerprintable charge, aka a misdemeanor. And so people are like, well, what that mean? Is that a DUI? Is that a this? Is that a that? And clearly, I don't think it is. But Tameka actually hit the net to explain exactly what it meant. Whew, hold on. I'm gonna play a bit of it. It's a little lengthy, but that's okay. We ain't got nothing but time before we get to the Miss, the Todd and Kandi mess. But we got the Tameka Foster Glover Raymond mess going on right now. So Tameka went to Instagram. Okay, Tameka went to Instagram and she posted this video, and I don't know if she has deleted it yet, but she had told me she might delete it. And so in the caption, let me go see if the caption up here. In the no, she still got it. Okay, in the caption it says, "Not sure how many of you remember I Love Lucy, but I swear I'm the black 2026 version of Lucille Ball. The kind of shenanigans that happened to me are so wild." So Tameka went public just to tell y'all what had happened. Okay. She said, "You have to watch this whole video before I delete it, because in the words of Kevin Samuels, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes life throws things at you for a reason you don't see right away. This one definitely went for the books." And Tameka can tell a story, y'all. And my Patreon members, we watched a little bit of this earlier. But Tameka can tell a story. That's why I downloaded it, because it's 36 minutes and I'm not looking at the whole 36. But we will look at a little bit and let her tell the story of exactly what happened. Okay.
This don't make no sense.
Okay. Yeah, I know Tameka is a fashionista. Let me flip forward a little bit. Yeah, what are you doing? Talk to us. We don't need to do all that.
August 2025. I got a ticket.
So I skipped a little bit, but she said in August 2025, she was pulled over and she got a ticket.
I have two cars. I have a Mercedes and I have a Land Rover, which I use as a company car. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Tameka, we know you rich, girl.
And I got pulled over. Oh shit, the car was open already. I got pulled over, leaving dinner, living my best life. Y'all know I like to live my best life. Living my best life.
Girl, just tell us the story.
My seatbelt, all the things. So what you're not gonna do is say I did something wrong. Crazy ass world.
She said she
So
got her seatbelt down.
I went to dinner, and after dinner I was driving down Peachtree on my way home. And all of a sudden I saw an officer just driving behind me, because you know they just driving while black kind of thing. I hadn't done shit. I wasn't
Now, you know this Atlanta, Tameka. Now you know driving while black. I don't know about driving while black, but we're gonna let you have it.
speeding. I didn't make an illegal turn, nothing. So I got pulled over. He was just like, license, registration, no problem. Gave all the stuff. Then he said, well, do you know it shows that your insurance is not current? I said, well, I didn't know that, but no problem, I can fix it. You know, it's whatever. I'll fix it tomorrow when they open. Did that. But what I didn't know is that when you get a ticket for not having insurance, you have to actually go in person to court to tell the judge that you got insurance, which is dumb because
Well, you know, I agree it's kind of dumb, but in most situations, if you have a ticket and on that ticket it has a court date, you got to show up for the court date. In most situations, now I don't know about everything, but like Tameka, it's been a while since I had a ticket too.
I'm thinking that just like they could see I didn't have insurance, I would think that the internet or whatever is all tied together, and you could see that I got insurance. So just like you ran my tag and saw that I didn't have insurance, then if you run my tag again, you'll see that I do have insurance. So I didn't think you had to appear. And so the ticket had a date of October on the bottom, but I thought that was the date I had to comply by, which obviously I'm not well versed in getting tickets, right? I don't get tickets unless I'm speeding. I usually get a ticket if I'm flying or something. And I ain't got a ticket in like 10 years. So anyway, I got the ticket, didn't go to court, been living my life since August. I go out of town on vacation, living my best life, which is what I always try to do. I go out of town, I come back after being delayed because the whole thing where they canceled the flights and whatever. So I came back, and do you know that they were like, oh, we have the customs people were at the gate saying, oh, we have a warrant. They paged my name. They said, we have a warrant, like real warrant. We have a warrant for your arrest. I said, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Ashton Kutcher gonna pop out of somewhere. I did, and Brandon did. So wait, no, it's better. They came to the plane gate, dog. No, they didn't get me at customs. They came to.
That's got to be the worst, getting arrested when you deboarding a plane. Like, what the hell?
My actual aircraft paged my name on the loudspeaker, and I'm thinking nervously, thinking something was wrong with my family. You know, my children, my ex-husband, something I didn't know. So my heart stopped. Like, oh my God, what are they gonna say? I definitely didn't think they were gonna say, Tameka Foster Raymond, had a warrant for failing to appear. It's called a failure to appear is what they said. FTA.
No.
I'm learning all the terminology. To make matters worse, I got the ticket in Brookhaven, which is somewhat the area that I live in, because I was coming from a restaurant in Brookhaven. So the Brookhaven is so small that they don't even have a jail to take a person to. So they took me to, Brandon, this is the craziest thing. Nobody warned me about this. So they took me to the big jail. Then the lady I had on a baseball cap. Yeah, they have their own police, but they don't have a jail. So if a person has a warrant, Brookhaven does not have a jail. First of all, I don't care who has a jail, because I ain't trying to be in none of them. But I never even knew they didn't have a jail. Whatever. They took me to DeKalb County. DeKalb. That's like where the real criminals are, where people don't stand their husbands and prostitutes and shoplifters.
I know she's long-winded, but it's funny as hell to me, because she was like, I don't care about no jail. I didn't know they had a jail. I ain't trying to find out.
And real criminals. The real criminals of Atlanta. Shit. Yeah, they took me there. And the lady, okay, so the officer that took me there, he was very nice. He was like, listen, soon as your fine is paid for your no showing to court, whatever is paid, you can leave. You don't have to be booked in. You got to change clothes. You got to do nothing. Just pay your fine. And so I called immediately. Somebody shot to Brookhaven after figuring out you had to pay cash and all this other. Because I was like, here, take my card. Just pay it. Let me just go home. They're like, no, it has to be paid in cash.
Yo, listen, are there any married women in the chat with children? Why is it that you Usher fans feel some kind of way about Tameka Raymond or Tameka Foster, whichever she want to be today? Why do y'all feel some kind of way about her keeping Usher's last name when she has children by that man? Her children's last name is Usher. So I mean, she was married to him for years. Why are y'all so upset about that? That's weird to me.
Okay, whatever. So somebody had to go get cash at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, go to Brookhaven, pay the fine. Well, the fine wasn't processed because you know everybody moved at their own pace. Wasn't processed till like midnight. So I had to stay there because they said they can't book you out or whatever it's called till 7 in the morning. I was there like 10 hours. Well, it wasn't probably 10, but it was like 9 hours. I was so mad. But then I made so many friends and I was speaking life into those ladies. I feel like I had some kind of a purpose to be there to talk to some of these ladies that were like saying they were going to crash out, they were going to kill their boyfriend, all kinds of things. I was like, no. Remain in a beautiful state, whatever you do. However, the devil always going to send somebody to test you. So there was a lady that was working in there. She was like the chief head bitch in charge, I guess, if that's something you are proud of at a jail. But she was the most miserable bitch, excuse my language. She was the most
That Tameka making enemies with the corrections officers.
miserable bitch I have encountered in a long time. She was just evil for no reason. She was just a hater. She was just mad. So the officer was like, you can keep your hat on because I'm coming from vacation. So my hair is like, I've been in the pool, everything.
So if you're just getting here, Tameka Raymond was picked up as she was coming back from a trip. Her birthday was January 1st, which is crazy. How on January 5th, when you coming back from your birthday trip back into Atlanta, you get locked up in customs. Okay. She got picked up in customs because they said she had a warrant. And she's telling the story about why she had a warrant because she didn't know she had a warrant. Her insurance had lapsed on her car. And she had a court date in October that she did not go to. So she had a failure to appear. And here she is traveling the globe, honey. She get back and she get locked up.
Living my best life, mind you. She decided you can't wear your hat. So I was in there for about, I don't know, a good 6 hours. It was time for me to go. And she was like, oh, we didn't get your mugshot. I was like, what? I said, why do I need one? I'm not being booked in. I'm not staying here. You can have your jail back because it's yours. She kept saying, this is my, whatever. She was miserable. Built like a box Chevy. Big, wide, flat ass.
Lord, not the box Chevy, child. Not the big back Cadillac. Now she pulling a Tamar on us. Not the body shaming of the corrections officer. No, Tameka, don't do it. Everybody ain't thin.
With them damn cargo pants on and the belt and a vest and all the things that they wear, the harness and the belt and the gun and the taser and the... She was a miserable ass broad. It ain't my fault you chose this career path of unfabulousness. Anyway, so she was just mad. She was like, you think you special? I was like, well, kinda.
Now, you know dang well when somebody who is relatively known hits the jail that them officers gonna make them feel a ways. It don't matter if it's Young Thug, Usher, Tameka, whoever. If you have any type of notoriety, if you are Instagram famous, don't go to jail because they're gonna treat you like shit. They're gonna make sure you know you normal.
Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, you think you special? You think you supposed to be treated different? I said, babe, number one, first question I got, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Oh, why are you yelling though? That's all I want to know. Because apparently you can't hear me. I was like, what in the
Why she gotta have a
Private
voice like
Benjamin
this?
is going on today? I was just like, this is not my life. I just, you know, there was a show back in the 70s and 80s, probably the 60s. I Love Lucy. Y'all know Lucille Ball.
Oh no, we showing our age.
Well, I don't know if there's any producers in the world that can produce a show around my life, but I promise you, I am the modern day Lucille Ball. I can't even do the impression again because I can't even. She just was yelling everything she would say. She was like, I said, could I use the phone? I said, wait a minute. I said, may I use the phone? She said, you had your one chance to use the phone. I was just like, I'm gonna need you. You gonna bust a blood vessel, friend. Calm down. It's really gonna be okay for everybody. We all gonna be okay. I said, well, I understand, ma'am. I said, my first call, I called my attorney because, you know, my thought is call your attorney because that's what I see on TV and stuff. Everybody got to call their lawyer. Well, I didn't need my lawyer because my lawyer was like, this is nothing. Like, just pay the fine, wait a little time, say your prayers, and just wait. You'll be out in a minute. But my point is, A, why am I here? It was just a lot of things I need to talk to my lawyer about. But he was like, you don't need me. This is not even a lawyer level problem you have right now. He's like, you don't need a lawyer. You just need to make sure someone pays the fine, wait till they check you out or whatever, and you should be leaving. And like as soon as your fine is paid, an hour later you should be gone. Well, no. And so I kept saying, ma'am, look, I probably was annoying too. I kept knocking. I said, excuse me, do you have a supervisor I can talk? I kept asking for a
Not you asking for a supervisor at the jail. I'm gonna stop in a minute and let y'all go to the next subject. But this story was really amusing to me.
Supervisor because she was yelling, and I don't live in that space. So I was like, why are you yelling though? I just want to know what is causing you such angst where you feel like you got to yell at me about everything you say. So she was like, because obviously you can't hear me and your fine has not been paid. I said, that's not possible, babe. That's one thing I did say. I was like, that is not possible. And I was like, my fine is definitely, whatever the fine is, it's been paid. Trust and believe. You can rest assured that money has been run to the place it's supposed to be. I was like, be clear, it's paid. She just got off like she got her rocks off and saying, it ain't been paid, it ain't been paid. I said, well, let me use the phone, let me verify that. I said, because I don't think that that's correct, and maybe your system is slow, but I know my fine's been paid. So she was just like, I just refreshed and it hasn't been paid. Jesus did pay. Jesus paid it. I know for a fact. There's too many people and loved ones in my life. I got grown children. So first of all, let's just begin with the fact that
we all know if you in jail, child, don't nothing happen fast, honey. And you know, knowing Tameka's type A personality, she was running them people ragged. What time is it? Is it paid yet? Did you get it yet? Can I leave yet? You know, so I understand both sides, but you know, don't nobody want to be in jail.
Children that are of age and of financial virtue that could pay for it. 1, 2, I got a sister, I got a best friend, I got a couple of ex-husbands. Oh, I know it's been paid. So I was like, I know you lying. Not 4 days after my birthday, ain't no fine been paid of that little ass $900 amount. What? And first of all, I was like talking to the ladies in there. And one girl, she was crying. She was like, and my mama can't get the rest of my money, and I need another $125. And I was like, girl, if they give me my phone, I will send you the money to get you out as well. Okay? That part. So, it's an annoying experience. But I guess the moral of the story is, it's sad that our judicial system wastes their time and resources when you got people out breaking in people's cars, you got people breaking car windows, robbing people,
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't know, raping and just doing so much bad shit on the street. Y'all want to bother, first of all, y'all want to come to the airplane where I'm leaving my travel with my million miler status having ass. Y'all want to come and bother me about something so minute, and then you want to cause a warrant. You want to waste officers' time when officers should be out here fighting crime.
especially when they picked her ass up at the airport. At the airport, I would have been so scared that they was about to deport me, and I ain't never lived in no other country. I told you that when it was like when they picked up Simon from the airport. It's like, you black, you don't belong here. I would have been like, why are you picking me up at customs for a damn failure to appear over some damn insurance?
And figure out who's sodomizing who and who doing all the things that these people out here on the streets doing. They robbing old people and you know what I'm saying? So y'all want to bother me because I have a lapse in car insurance on my company car. It ain't even you see the car ain't registered to me. It ain't my personal car. Although I do drive it a lot. But still, it's just petty. They could have said, hey, you need to make sure your insurance is reinstated by tomorrow. They could have given me any day. They could have said within some hours and, you know, this will go away. But then furthermore, you guys are so advanced with technology. You guys can see what my travel schedule is. Why y'all looking at my
I forgot about Mia.
and they put no money on it. I don't understand. But
that, you know, that's the gist of it. Tameka got arrested at the airport returning home from a fabulous trip wherever she was at, Barbados, Bermuda, shit, I don't know where she was at this time. But you know, she was celebrating her birthday. As soon as she deplaned and was about to go through customs, they picked her up, and now there is a mugshot going viral on Facebook. And the people was like, is that really her? Yes, it's really her, child. And so she went live earlier today to actually talk about it. And so, you know, I just wanted to talk about it because I know it's gonna be on the blogs, and you know, a lot of people won't even go to listen to her side of the story. You know what I'm saying? They'll just go, they'll see the mugshot and they'll put something on it like y'all did. Talk about, is it a DUI? You know, because it didn't have no explanation. This is what's on Facebook. It's a horrible mugshot. I'm sorry, Tameka. It's a horrible mugshot, okay? But Tameka is a beautiful woman, okay? And even though, you know, she might rub some people the wrong way and Usher fans can't stand her, at the end of the day, it was about some damn insurance and nothing else, okay? Nothing else. And so all the people up under there speculating, trying to figure out what had happened. Was she drunk? Did she beat somebody up? You know, just did she steal some furniture like Mia? Whatever. So, you know, it's, you know, it's a sticky situation. Okay, you said insurance should be on auto pay. That's a recurrent bill. In North Carolina, your insurance lasted. You have to turn in your tags after 30 days. No reinstatement. This is her negligence, not the city. And you're right. Listen, everybody makes mistakes. You know, sometimes, you know, people don't handle their own bills. Sometimes things get lost in the shuffle. I mean, it's been times before, back in the day, not recently, because my stuff is on auto pay, that I forgot to pay my damn water bill. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't used to paying water bill when I first got my house, and it would come every quarter, and I forgot, and they turned off my water, and I'm like, what? I ain't got no water. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you can forget. It is what it is. And then let me tell you about insurance. You're right, insurance is a scam. I got 3 cars, right, and I paid hella insurance. And this is just a tip. Some people might not care, but I found this insurance company. Porsche has partnered with an insurance company that charges you by the mile. You pay one flat fee, and then, you know, however many miles you go. And I guess it's targeted for people who don't necessarily drive their cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 2 Porsches and one of them be sitting. So, you know, why would I pay a whole bunch of money for insurance when some months I don't even drive it? So I got on that insurance plan, and I'm like, I feel rich every month. I don't even have to pay that much money. I think one month it was like $100 or something, when normally I was paying like $300 a month for each car. So anyway, I'm digressing. But if you have the option, you can also put other cars on there. I think it's called mile insurance. And that's if you don't drive a lot. Now, if you drive a lot, it might not benefit you or whatever. But they have different plans where you can get unlimited miles for whatever, a flat rate, or you could pay like a minimal charge, and then you pay like point whatever cents per mile based on the type of car it is. But yeah, and this is not an ad, child, but I was so happy to find that. Well, I started with the Porsches, and then I found it for my Jeep. I put my Jeep on just the regular plan. My Jeep insurance 1 month was like $39 because I don't drive it. But anyway, I'm digressing. But it's a recession. Any way you can get to cut your bills down or whatever, do it, honey. Do it. You said you would pay zero because what, you don't drive. That's why you would pay zero. You said all the schemes and stuff from companies are scams. Okay. And then think about it. You pay all that money for insurance, and as soon as you need it, they find a way not to pay. And that's what home insurance and everything else. You'd be like, somebody broke in my house. I need to get this fixed. They were like, that's not covered under our blah, 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 blah. You didn't have that package, you know. So I'll send it to you, Princess AG. It's called Mile Auto, MILE Auto, and for regular cars. And then Porsche has Porsche Auto Insurance for the Porsches, and the Porsche Auto Insurance is actually under, or Mile is what they use for their insurance, to underwrite their insurance. So yes, I'm happy to tell y'all that. I'm happy to tell y'all. I wish I was getting a commission. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. That's Tameka's story, and she is sticking to it, honey. She made a mistake. She got locked up. She feel like the resources could have been best used doing something else. And you know, now she's out. So bam, bam, boom. Next up on this agenda, I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it like I did yesterday, was Cardi B. Child, remember Cardi B was going in on Tasha K for talking about her baby daddy, Stefon, and his current lawsuit with the chef and blah, 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 blah. Then she was going in on Jessie Woo for reading a super chat that said that Cardi B had a revenge baby. She was like swinging, windmilling at the black women bloggers, like bam, bam, bam. Talk about she was gonna file another lawsuit, like she was in her feelings, right? So they've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so much so that I can't even keep up. I don't know who fighting who with Cardi B today. But in the midst of all that, Celina Powell, you know, the culture vulture known as Celina Powell, who sleeps with all the rappers and stuff. Well, apparently she been sleeping with Offset, honey. She has been chilling with Offset, and Offset apparently has a gambling problem. He has a gambling problem, and he might not even have much money. I don't know what's going on with him, but he spends a lot of his time in the casino, as my mama would say, the casino. And so Celina Powell recently did a podcast where she outed Offset and claimed that she loaned him, oh Lord, she loaned him $50,000. I mean $15,000, right? And she also revealed that in a phone call with Offset, he said that he would, you know, he had some words for Stefon Diggs when he ran into him. So here is the, hold on, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in section 107 of the Copyright Act, honey. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. So here is a little snippet of her podcast. I don't know what she talking about in this snippet. I guess she's talking about Stefon, but we're gonna listen to it.
And he told me that he was gonna when he sees Stefon, he's gonna shoot him in his knee and strip him and rob him. And then he told me
that was a little clip of it. And so here is the, you know, Celina Powell always comes with receipts. I don't understand why these black men, they don't care. They sleep with her anyway, and then they say stuff around her, and then they know she be recording, and here it is.
And I can catch him, it's gonna be bad.
You
so I
gonna
think
beat him
she
up?
on some man, beat, strip, shot in the knee, all type of shit. See, I wasn't on his
Shot
ass.
in the knee.
So I don't know if he was joking or what, but he said it.
Crackhead. Yeah.
If I catch Bud.
So he said it. And so, you know, she's been saying a lot of stuff about Offset and the $15,000 she loaned them. And then she said that he threatened her life because she wanted her money back, yada, 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 yada. Meanwhile, Offset has also been spotted in the casino. Okay. It's like she ain't, you know, she wasn't lying, because all the people been saying they've been running into Offset in the casino. Okay. Cardi B, on the other hand, now is saying, you know, because instead of like cursing Celina Powell out, just like Junkie Dineva, you know, when a man come around, he ain't gonna say nothing, but he dragged black women. Cardi B, she dragged the black women, but when a Caucasian one come around, she ain't got shit to say. And so here is what Cardi B said when all of this stuff started coming out about Offset and what he said. Hold on. Here is Cardi B on Spaces. And y'all know the drill. Like this video, please, and thank you. Copyright disclaimer to Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. You right. She was loaning that man money. Who loans people? Child. Anyway, hold on. Listen. This is what Cardi B had to say about the situation.
People been waiting for some type of response. Actually, no. It's the total opposite. I'm actually thankful for certain information. I've been expressing to people behind the scenes that somebody is using different people as a mouthpiece to spread misinformation about me, about my relationship in various different platforms. I've been getting harassed for a very long time. And when I express concerns, it's like, here you go, here you go. A lot of crazy, weird things that has been happening behind the scenes. Just like sometimes, like I even have like nightmares because when somebody is this obsessed with you and want to ruin you, you don't know what they want from you, not caring about them, not bothering them, and they still bothering you. It freaks. A lot of people been waiting for some type of. It freaks you out. Like it's like, oh my god, this is kind of weird. Let's talk about my tour. Things are turning out beautifully, and I know what.
I don't care about that to a child. But in essence, she was basically saying she thanked her for the information and she moved on. You see, there was not that amount of vitriol. There was no kind of energy. Like all the energy that she had for Tasha K and the Jessie Woo, it ain't there. But this Caucasian lady sitting on a whole podcast talking about your children, talk about what Offset said about the kids, talk about what Offset said about your baby daddy. She ain't got no smoke at all. So a lot of people online been talking about it and they've been like, what they say? Hold on. Celina literally came for her kids and no smoke. Let that it have been black. Yeah, let her have been black, then you already know what happened. It said, of course, she's not going to say anything to her, even though she spilled that info about Stefon abandoning her. If this were a black, dark-skinned woman, I doubt this would get that type of response that she gave. Somebody else said, if this were a black woman or Nicki Minaj, we wouldn't hear the end of her miserable rants. It would go on for years. Somebody else said, oh, so she only has beef with black women when they speak on her. Her bird brain stance will overlook this. Somebody else said, I have to put some respect on Celina's name, blah, 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 blah. She dog walking folks. Somebody else said, but she said that your baby daddy left you and the baby at the hospital. That's what Celina said, that Cardi's baby daddy left her at the hospital. So she was talking about her baby daddy Stefon. She was talking about Offset. She was talking about her current children culture. She was talking about a lot of different things. And you tell me you ain't dragging her. You ain't talking about taking her to court. You ain't talking about fighting her. You're not saying anything to her because she's a Caucasian white woman. And all you got for her is, thank you. I appreciate the information because people have been coming for me. And I think, what? This is the point I be making. This is the point I be making. 2026, we need to call out these hypocrites and these culture vultures and all these people who be eating off us and then, play in y'all face. Okay. But anyway, like I said, I wasn't going to spend too much time on it, but there is that. Okay. You said, my mama said, when you are over a man, you don't give them. I don't even think it's about the man. She talked about her current man and her old man. I mean, her new man. She talked about the old man and the new man, and she spoke on her children. And then when it comes to Tasha K or Jessie Woo or anybody, it's the first thing is, oh, you don't talk on my kids. I'm going to beat your ass. I can't believe they saying this about my kids. I die about my kids. So it's just hypocritical. Okay. And so, I mean, just keep your eye on it. You may not notice what I noticed, but I said this in my last live, even though I didn't deep dive into it. I said the same thing. Like, I just noticed that she has a certain amount of smoke for the women, for the female bloggers, especially the black female bloggers, and she ain't got no smoke for nobody else. Okay. Not everything is about race, but some things are. Okay. And why can't I talk about it if I notice it? Okay. If you don't want it to be about race, that's on you, Mackenzie. But I'm a black woman and I notice things that affect black women. Okay. I'm sorry for speaking out for myself. Anywho, moving on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now, in court today, Kandi and Todd, one of their first court dates. It wasn't really a court date, actually. It was a status conference, a 30-day status conference, and they having another one in 30 days, I think on the 19th of February. Now, shout out to Dennis Byron. If you in here, Dennis, click the link and call me, friend. He probably ain't. He probably sleep because I'm the one who stay up late. But Dennis called me early this morning trying to get me to click into that Zoom link. And I was like, I am sleep. I needed my sleep. It was some good sleep too. I had took me a melatonin and I was snoring. Okay. And I was like, who is this keep blowing up my phone at 8:30? Don't nobody call me this time of night. Okay. I mean, this time of morning, but it was Dennis. About the third phone call, I answered it and he was like, check your email. I sent you the link. And so he sent me the Zoom link and I was like, okay, are you gonna join? And he was like he was gonna join or whatever. I was like, okay, well, let me know what happens. Okay. And so I didn't join. I went back to sleep. But he did, and he called me afterwards. Okay. Now, the crazy thing is, you know that Kandi had filed. We've been talking about the court documents for weeks now. You know, I was actually the first person to even bring the court documents to the public because remember, nobody could find the court documents because they were in their nicknames. It was Kandi Tucker versus T Jermaine. I mean, Kandi Burruss versus T Jermaine Tucker. Okay. And so when I started talking about it, everybody then they went and screenshot what I had and went and found it. Okay. But you know, I feed the streets. I'm not even mad about it. I feed the streets. And so in doing so, in this particular hearing, they were hoping to address Kandi's motion to seal, right? And remember, Todd filed a motion to keep the records open. So they can't seal the documents without both of them agreeing to it, for one. And secondly, the judge had the rule on it anyway. So the judge decided to keep everything open, I guess, for now. Second thing that they spoke about, there was a Rule 22. Okay, a Rule 22 was filed by a blogger. Okay, a blogger filed a Rule 22. And if you don't know what a Rule 22 is, it's a form that is an official request by the media to record or broadcast the court proceedings. And so on that Rule 22 is asking, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want to bring a camera? Are you going to bring a laptop? Are you gonna live stream it? You know, like live streaming the OJ trial. Like they have to get the judge's permission to do those types of things. Now, it's not automatic. Okay, when you file a Rule 22, the judge doesn't automatically approve it. That's not the way it happens. And so a judge normally will weigh public interest, if it would be a disruption to the trial, you know, what type of hearing it is and all that type of thing. Like you can sit in there all day long. Like it's a public hearing. I told y'all before, just like I said in Kenya Moore's hair spa eviction case, you can sit in court cases. It's open to the public. But this particular situation, it was really idiotic for her to they. See, I was trying because I'm in too many beefs with too many bloggers, but it was really a dumb move for this particular blogger to file a Rule 22 because they haven't even gotten involved in the case yet. It's not even into the process where they're hearing any motions or documents yet. It was literally a status conference. There was no testimony, no evidence, no drama. You know, it was a little bit of stuff that may have leaked out, like where exactly Todd is staying right now, and you know, all of that kind of stuff, and just, you know, nitpicking on what exactly to do with the kids right in this very moment. But other than that, like I said, it didn't even the situation didn't even last long. Now, it was interesting because I saw this form. I talked about this earlier on Patreon too. I saw this form when I downloaded those documents a few days ago when we were talking about it. And I was like, oh, good for them, good for whoever, good for the person. It is what it is. All I know is I'm not going down there with my tape recorder or whatever. I work smarter, not harder. But this person filed this again. This is the actual Rule 22 request. Okay. The court date was today, January 12th, 2026. It was, again, like I told you, it was a status conference. It wasn't a hearing. There wasn't any motions filed. Nobody was arguing, none of that. And there's the person's name, Lakeisha Howard. Okay. Okay, I did black it out because normally I wouldn't black out no phone numbers on no public record, but it is what it is. I'm being nice today. It says, this is the name of the media, blah, 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 name, address, phone number, email address, and phone number. And it says, is this a request to live stream the proceedings? No. So the person wasn't going to live stream. It's like, if you filing this, you might as well why not live stream for the people and make some real money? Why would you say no? But the judge disapproved it. Okay. He said no. He said absolutely not. Okay. And the reason he disapproved it is because, remember, Kandi's attorney had already filed the motion to seal the documents. They already felt the ways about the media, digging into a lot of the things that Kandi wasn't sure that Todd was going to be fighting. And now here it is, this Rule 22 from this blogger in the middle of this status hearing. They was like, what the hell? They literally was like, what the hell? So they asked the blogger. They called the blogger to the carpet. They asked the blogger, what are you trying to do? And she didn't say anything. So Kandi's attorney was pretty much like, objecting to the entire thing. Like, objection, I don't want it. Please disapprove it, yada, yada. It doesn't make any sense at this point in time. And the judge pretty much agreed because the blogger was not prepared to fight her case. Now, the crazy thing is, I talk to Dennis Byron all the time. He works with TMZ and a lot of big news media outlets. He's a journalist in real life, all of that. He files these type of forms all the time. Usher he was actually in the Usher divorce case. Dennis was in there filming for TMZ, and I was in there with my little notepad. Okay. And my thing is, I didn't need a camera because I knew I could get the video from TMZ. Why I'm gonna work hard, right? So, you said what I was thinking. Somebody said she gonna mess it up for everybody. Exactly, because why on earth would you file this for a status conference? Then when you get there and the judge asks you, after Kandi's attorney objects to it, you have the opportunity to state your case. So she could have actually said something like, it's my Fourth Amendment right to record this public proceedings, blah, blah, blah. I'm a member of the media, yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. But she said nothing. She, they, them said nothing. Didn't say, I'm a media outlet. This is a public interest. Nothing. She just said, okay. And the judge disapproved it. And here it is right here. The disapproval. The requesting agency shall not pull for its media. So when I saw this originally, it had not been approved or disapproved. It was actually filed. Now the judge has signed it, and there it is right there. It has been disapproved. Now, hold on. Dennis and a few of his bloggers friends actually did a stream this morning where they discussed it, and hopefully they will allow me to use a little piece of this clip where they talked about it. Shout out to Real Talk Bougie. Dennis was on this platform earlier today, and when I woke up, I called him back, and he answered the phone while he was live streaming with them. I was so ashamed because he was like, "I got Michelle on the line." I was like, "What?" I was so confused. So if I sounded dry, Real Talk Bougie, I apologize because it wasn't that I didn't want to engage with y'all. It was that Dennis put me on the spot and I didn't know what was going on. Okay. So here is the video. Okay. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowances made for what? Fair use. I just want you to hear what Dennis had to say about the same thing that I just told you. Hold on.
logistically, we're not doing that. He said, if I seal the case, documents are not visible. It's just highly inconvenient, and there's no reason, legally for me to seal this case. That came up a little bit later, but Randy did try to offer an olive branch, and maybe that's Randy's tactic of being like super gentlemanly, because he said, Adama, if there is,
that's what she was saying, that the judge decided not to seal the case. But right after that, that was the only two things that they acknowledged, was the motion to seal, Todd's denial of that motion, and then the Rule 22.
something that offline that we need to kind of talk about, and the judge was like, look, you two talk about that offline. Like, if there's something confidential, I guess they would work out how to handle those things with the judge, versus it was something the judge wasn't going to have to rule upon, and they were basically going to discuss, I guess, how they would handle filing things that are more confidential in nature. But the judge basically out the box said he's not sealing the case. So that is news for the streets, because when they filed that motion basically to seal the case, that's not happening. They're not going to be able to seal the case. There's no legal reason for them to seal the case, but in terms of maybe some things that are confidential, like on a case-by-case basis or filing-by-filing basis, maybe.
And that's really what Todd said in his. We went through the whole entire documents, and Todd basically said, I understand redacting, I understand, but a lot of the information that you claim is would be private is available to the public already, and like the tax records and everything else. But anyway, hold on.
They would address those things, but as far as the entire case, no. Now, as far as cameras, recording devices, and things of that nature, that is no for right now. Me personally, I did not file a Rule 22. I just wanted to be at the table, and I just didn't see a reason to file a Rule 22. The person who filed the Rule 22, obviously.
Everybody is pissed off, not just me. Y'all be like, oh, Michelle can't stand nobody. It's not just me. Everybody is pissed off because this dumb blogger went and filed a Rule 22 for a status conference. Hold on.
I want to have that shot for today, but at the end of the day, you got to pick your battles with some of this stuff. What do you think, Dennis?
As a member of the press, and I'm covering a high-profile story, and this is just for anyone that is following or honing in on a high-profile story. You got to know when to submit your paperwork to make it make sense, because if you signal, like this blogger did, signal that she wanted to even get the smallest pieces of what's happening in this case, i.e. the negotiations, then
see, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Like what? Like what? Why are you so invested? Like, we understand the amount of public interest, but you don't have to go in there and find out where the kids go to school. You ain't got to do all that. Like, some of this stuff, is common sense.
That puts everyone on high alert. You got to wait.
Right.
Now, if I know that this thing's trial ready, is going to trial, that's when that's when I file paperwork. That's when we're going to prepare to. If we have to argue, we're going to make sure we have the right argument and to present it to the judge. You got to know the judge as well. I don't know this judge. I'm not familiar with this judge. So I would probably look at some of his past cases and see how he ruled. But yeah, I wouldn't have filed it on a status. Definitely, I never filed on a status conference. I just was going to be an observer. I just didn't need to do that. So now, this I'm going to take the other part. And I'm going to let you speak.
No, go ahead.
When they know that press is interested in a case like this, they're more apt to try to resolve this, because they may not even want the dirty laundry to be.
Dennis just said what I said earlier today when I said about keeping it open. I felt like that was a legal strategy from Kessler Todd's side, because keeping the case open exposes Kandi to a lot of scrutiny. You know what I mean? She may not want y'all to know how much money she has. She may not want y'all to know the real deal between her and Todd, that it isn't hunky-dory. She may not want y'all to know that she pays a mortgage. She wants y'all to keep thinking that she bought her house for cash. She may not want y'all to know all those things.
Out here. So I'm taking this case on, depending upon what happens in the next day, court date, you can announce that day, the next update. But depending upon the interest in this case, they'll likely not want to, they may settle out. They're going to try to find a resolution. And usually when media is at play and they have their brands at stake, or not at stake, or just watching, they may lean more towards a settlement than taking this to a full trial, because it doesn't work for either one of them. Todd may be portrayed in the media as this, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, as this well-kept man, and then Kandi may be portrayed in the media as someone who's getting taken advantage of. You follow me?
Yeah, put him on mute. But y'all go and watch Real Talk Bougie. She did a 2-hour, 3-hour live stream earlier today, right after court, where they talked about a lot of the court documents that I've already talked about. But in addition to that, they talked about that 30-minute status conference that went on today. You said, who is the blogger? I told y'all who the blogger was. Somebody named Lakeisha Howard. I don't know. Who cares? But whoever it was should have advised an attorney, or should have an attorney on their team that would have told them that it does not make any sense to file a Rule 22 for a status conference. In doing so, you fumbling the bag for the rest of the bloggers, for the rest of the journalists and all of that. Like, why would you do that? Why would you put the attorneys on high alert and let them know that, you want to be in on every little conference? Like, that doesn't make sense. This is a divorce. Like, these people are serious. These are their lives. Okay. Don't put this person there. I'm not promoting no channels. Okay. I said the person's full name and y'all can go from there. You said she wants to be recognized as, I said, do not. If look, one more person put it in there, you getting blocked. She wants to be recognized as the only blogger that was there. She did that with Portia and Simon. Okay, here's the thing too. Okay, and who cares about the Portia and Simon thing? Like, I feel like that's why they felt that they had to do it the way they did it in this case, because in Portia and Simon's case, neither Portia nor Simon cared if it was open or closed. Right? They didn't file no motion to seal. But in this case, because Kandi had already filed a motion to seal the documents, it was a big deal, which means if you're filing that, you got to be prepared to actually argue your case with the judge. And if you're not able to enunciate exactly why you feel that it's important for you to record this, why you feel that it's important for you to have your camera or your phone or whatever in there, you shouldn't be in there in the first place. Like, what was wrong with you that you couldn't have said that? Just my questions. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know what that person may have told you, but the truth is the truth. And there are other bloggers and media outlets that were there that, like I said, feel the same as I do. Like, some of y'all, really, I'm just saying. I've been in this game almost 20 years for a reason. Some things you just got to be a little bit more careful doing. Okay. And again, these are these people's real lives. This ain't no game. This ain't no reality show. Like I told y'all before, when I first started reporting on this Kandi and Todd divorce drama, I would hope that they gonna get back together. I hope that Kandi would decide it's cheaper to keep them. I hope that one day they dismiss the entire thing and we don't know nothing. That's what I hope. But since we not, I'm gonna read the documents as they come. I hope that they're not sealed, but if they are sealed, oh well. Okay, I just have to hear what's going on the streets. Okay. Reality shows that a Rule 22 is a motion. You need to be ready with law and facts. Okay. Well, apparently, like I told you, because it worked for her in the first court case, and because no one challenged it in the first court case, she wasn't prepared to challenge it in this court case. And so my thing is, even because it's a status conference, let's even take it off the table that it was a status conference. She should have been prepared to say, this is my Fourth Amendment right. These First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, whatever amendment, this is my right to be here as a journalist. Like, had you said those words, it would have been a no-brainer. The judge wouldn't have no reason to deny it. But because the attorney disputed it and you didn't have no rebuttal to the attorney, like, now you sitting there with egg on your face. I'm sure your neck was hot. I wonder if they made her turn her camera on. Her own people tried to tell her, well, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence, honey? But anyway, like I always tell y'all, I'm not a lawyer. Okay, I am not a lawyer, but I have been involved in several legal cases, and I have a lawyer on retainer that I call and I ask questions of. I don't be coming up with this stuff by myself. Y'all be thinking I be coming up here saying, da, 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 da. And this is why I know this absolutely positively not. I ask people who are informed. Okay. I ask people who have real law degrees. It's not just me. Okay. So yeah, I am smart. I can put two and two together, but at the same time, I do have people. I'm not gonna say I have a team, but I have friends, family. I have an entire village of people who counsel me on topics. So there is a that. You said I don't listen to her or view her videos. Oh, okay. Well, give everybody your click and your view. I mean, that's what YouTube is for. YouTube is for different views, different opinions, all of the above. But of course, I'm gonna speak on it when it starts to affect everybody. Like if you do something that affect everybody, then we're gonna be like, what the hell? What the hell, yo? How you gonna mess it up for everybody? Okay, just be careful. That's all. Like there are no rules in this game of blogging. Okay, journalists have things that they have to go by, but at the end of the day, blogging is like the wild wild west. People do whatever the hell they want to do. People say whatever the hell they want to say. People lie, people steal, people do all kind of things. And that's why I like to call out people who do those things, because I have built my brand on credibility. I don't lie on nobody. Like people may not like me for whatever reason, but one thing I have never done ever is lie on anybody. So that being said, we will continue to monitor this Kandi and Todd divorce situation. If you have not watched the video that I have done on the legal documents, the last couple of motions that were filed were juicy. Please go watch my previous videos. They were amazing, I must say. And I have cut them up and reposted them for people who people who wanted to be in the chat, all of that. I did all of that. So it was like 3-4 different versions of that video out there, because the first video I did was like 2, maybe 3 hours long, and I didn't talk about Kandi to the last 50 minutes or so. Same with this video. I might cut up the Kandi segment and post it by itself. But there's a that. Let me know what you guys think. Should bloggers even be filing these court motions? Let me know. And I'm a blogger. Like, should bloggers, or should we leave it to the media outlets? I'm just saying, like, yes, I get it. We are all entitled to be in court. We're all entitled to do all those things. But when it comes to like having television cameras in the courtroom, it's a different kind of ball game. Like, that's really what you filed the Rule 22 for. Like, and you don't know that, but that's really what it was for. So, should they do that? Does this hurt media access for the rest of us? Y'all let me know. You say you see no problem with it. Okay. What's this about, journalism, or what's this really about the clicks and views? Let me know. She should have asked some other bloggers about what. I mean, people don't trust, bloggers don't trust each other. She should have at least asked an attorney. I think that would have been smart to ask an attorney. You say yes if you actually know what you're doing. Okay. It's an open case for everyone. Okay. All right. Well, there's that. Okay. She said Kandi's attorney was being really nasty in court. I mean, okay. I like Adama. I don't think Adama was being nasty. I don't know. I wasn't there, but no other blogger said anything about Adama being nasty. Okay. It was other people in the court. Dennis was there. Hold on. I keep forgetting the name of the channel, child, that I just showed y'all, that I told y'all to go watch. The Bougie channel was there. What's your channel, friend? Lord, I just played it. Hold on, because I'm gonna find it. And then it's Spider-Man. I don't even see it no more. Oh, there it is right there. Real Talk Bougie. Y'all go support Real Talk Bougie. They were there. Okay. Yeah. So none of those attorneys none of those people had the same story when it came to that attorney. If and I haven't heard what that blogger said, but if she said something about the other attorney being mean and nasty to her, then she was just embarrassed. That's probably what it was, because the other attorney did nothing but dispute the rule 22. That was it. That was all. And on that note, I don't think I had nothing else to talk about. Y'all, anybody want to call in? I put the link in for anyone who wants to call in. If not, I will call it a day. If you are on my Patreon, go watch the Patreon I did earlier. We had a good old time. Let me see. Hold on. I'm streaming on Facebook, the ATLien channel, Twitch, I thought I was streaming on X. Oh yeah, I'm streaming on X. Hey X. Hey Twitter people. I see y'all over there. Shout out to my mods, Princess AG, Miss Kiki. Who else is in here? I don't think nobody else is in here today. Shout out to everybody who contributed to the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. For some reason, StreamYard done changed up some stuff. I can't even put the you know how we used to stream the comments on the side? They let us do that. Now I can't do it. I don't see where I could do that anymore. It's not where it used to be. So now I gotta figure out where they put it. I don't see where they put it. So hold on. I need blue sky. What is blue sky? Mm. You said that's exactly what she said. The attorney was being hostile, claiming Kandi was hiding something. Oh, okay. She said the judge corrected the other attorney. Oh, uh, people come up with their own narratives. It is what it is. But I just feel like, at the end of the day, some people feel a ways and then they come and now they have a vendetta because, they got blocked or whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you just got to consider the source. You have to consider the source. They did move it. Where they move it to, friend? I don't see it nowhere. I'm up here looking for it. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, somebody in the back. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. How you doing?
Doing good. This is my first time ever calling into your show.
Oh,
And I just wanted to
welcome.
let you
Welcome.
know that I always enjoy you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that she gave really, really detailed information about that little piece of information. She actually said that the judge scolded her for her attitude and behavior towards the other attorney in the conference.
Hmm. I haven't heard that, but I mean, if she was there and she heard it, it may be true, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's given that she wanna tarnish the other attorney for blocking her Rule 22 and embarrassing her in court. That's what it's given.
I had no idea
'Cause I'm
about
sure
that.
she had all of her following thinking, this is a done deal. I'm going to court. I'm doing this. And then somebody sent me something. And see, I'm trying not to be too petty because I'm gonna be petty on Patreon. But somebody sent me something
Well, I will like
that
it's
said she was begging her people. Hold on. I will be going
well,
to court hearing on Monday, January 12th for Kandi and Todd. I have attached my cash app here. Look below at the attachment. Please donate 10, 15, or whatever you can reasonably. If you don't have cash app, you can also use Zelle and send to this phone number and put her phone number on there. This is for transportation there and back. As I said before, I don't need lunch. I can take food from home or a light snack. I am just wanting to be transported there and back, which means I can jump on live with you all since I won't have to drive. Thanks in advance. It was a Zoom
and,
call.
and so today she said today she had like you could tell that she felt like she needed to explain herself, it seems. But today she also stated the reason why it was almost like she was coming across to say, well, she did say it. She said, I didn't want any of y'all's money. She was just like, the way this all started was because someone offered me lunch to go to the trial. And then she said she thought to herself, well, I really didn't want to go and I don't need lunch. But if you want me to go, I'll just take a Uber since I'm not gonna drive my car since I don't really want to go. So I'll just take a Uber and the Uber will be about $55 each way. So it's really interesting that we're having this.
$55. Where is she
That's
going? Does it cost $55 to get to downtown?
so this is what so this is what's really interesting. So today was my very first time ever calling into a YouTube show. Today was also my very first time commenting in the chat section of a YouTube show. That YouTube show that I commented on for the first time today was her YouTube show when she was breaking that down. And the
Oh.
comment that I left, she actually replied to.
Oh,
But so I commented, I said, so you decided to charge your subscribers $100 because you really didn't feel like going? Because had you felt like going, you would have just drove your car. That's what you said. So that sounds like retaliation. It just sounds weird. Like, and what I really wanted her to see was the way that that sounded. Like, I don't know if you can see how this sounds, but it sounds really gutter butt. You know?
it's something going on with your sound, but I hear you. Do you have me opening another like window or something, or may oh it's your
No, I
earbud
have
probably.
yes, I have my earpod in, but can you hear
Say
me
so.
now?
Oh, that's much better. It was like a little echo thingy going on with
Yeah,
me.
it's
Okay, okay,
going
that's
dead. But no, it
oh, it's
was
still
just
coming
like,
up, but that's okay.
oh Lord. But it sounded so strange the way that she just kind of wanted to like rehash or re-explain her logic behind the situation.
Oh,
And so, but she replied to me and she was just like, which is interesting. It'll freeze the screen probably if I go out and read the reply
no,
now.
no, no, don't worry about it.
But she replied to me and she said, well, if I didn't want to drive an hour and 5 minutes, that's my business or something. And
If
so
you
I
don't want
was
to
just,
drive an hour and 5 minutes, stay your ass at home and talk about something else. Like nobody gotta pay for you to go and report. Girl, child, what?
but I was just like, well, I really love your show anyway. I'm not, I didn't really mean to come across like that. I'm really
Oh,
not one of them. And just keep doing what you do.
thank you.
And so that was
I'm
out. No,
living for
that
the
was what
tea.
I
You know, I
said to
live for the
her.
tea, child.
No, that's
I'm
what I said to
living.
her
Okay.
after she left the comment. And so, I'm really not trying to go back. And so, so I left that to her. She didn't reply or anything to that though. But yeah, so I just could kind of tell that yeah, she's a little edgy, that one. Like, and for like as fast as she hopped, like as she replied to my comment, I'll tell you, I do imagine that I would think that you're much too busy to kind of. It was weird. It was strange. I was flattered and kind of shocked at the same time at the reply.
You do have to realize that a lot of people who are bloggers, such as me, literally are just like you. They just picked up a phone and started talking. So they ain't got no special credentials. They don't have no, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't like. That's why I don't like when people like, oh, they're so unprofessional. Oh, like you got to realize some of these people ain't never even worked a corporate job in their life. They just come online and turn on the camera and
Well,
put
let me
on.
tell you, this is very weird and interesting. And I know, like anyone else that frequents that channel, they'll recognize this identifying marker about her too. Like she's had everybody else's like career path. Like it'll be like, yeah, I've done taxes in the past and such, or I've done accountant work and such. And when we did it, I would just be like, well, what have you not done? Because like 2 months ago, I remember you saying you did this. And then last week you said you did that. How many things have you done?
Well, I mean, she may have had a varied lifestyle. Some people, have lots of jobs before they settle on the main one. So,
This is so strange. I think she just replied. Oh wow, I think she just replied to me. I just got the
oh,
little banner across from YouTube.
oh, it's okay. It's
I don't think
okay.
that is because she see this though. I think she's just organically
She
replying to my.
probably in here too, child. She's a fan. She's a
Oh
fan.
no, I hope not. I don't. But no, I think she's okay. I do appreciate her perspective sometimes though.
Mhm.
Um, what I wanted to know though is, did you have the forum on on this discussion tonight about the Cardi B and the um Celina
I
situation?
mean, you can talk about anything. I talked about it, but we didn't. No one's
Well,
called in.
I definitely think that when it comes to that situation, I think that a lot of people don't understand why is it that Cardi B is looking at her response in a and it feels like she's taking it very light. It's a very light matter, like coming from Celina. And so what I think is that Cardi B is used to being weaponized against black women.
Oh.
I think that she grew up, she grew up, when it comes I'm from Alabama, you
Mhm.
know, and I know certain parts of the black community, other places look totally diverse and different. But it seems as though she grew up, around the black community. True enough. But when it comes to like her lyrics and the way that like she finesse on blacks, like,
Mhm.
game recognized game. And she's been weaponized by black men to speak on or about black women. And so I think that what happens is because she knows the black woman avatar, she knows how to address that, and she knows how to attack that. But this is a different avatar. Not only is this a different avatar, but this is an avatar of a different ilk than she is, and better at doing what she does. I believe that Cardi B knows that she's the real skeleton in her closet. She was the skeleton in her closet throughout her entire marriage.
Oh.
And in addition to that, Cardi B knows that that same support that she had from black men, that
Uh-huh.
that girl got the same support from a lot of black men. And these are the type of black men that want their names to stay quiet. And so
Ooh.
Cardi B knows, even with Offset, I think that she knew that he was continuously cheating with Celina, and I think that it is okay for her. I think that in Cardi B's world, in that world, it was okay in her mind if he was cheating with a Celina-like avatar, just as long as he wasn't sleeping around with, the avatar that she's been trained to be weaponized against. And so
Interesting.
yeah, I think that I definitely think that's what's at play there. Like Cardi B knows she can't come up this girl because she's gonna start having stuff, all the things that men have on Cardi B that hadn't hit the main stage. That stuff will
Mhm.
start hitting the main stage, and that's what
Oh,
Cardi B knows.
okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you so much, C, for calling in and spilling the tea,
Oh,
friend.
you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you so much for your time.
Call back again. Don't be a stranger.
Look, now I got to figure out how to get off.
I got you.
Okay.
Hey, LaShoya.
Hey Michelle, how are you? Happy New
Good.
Year.
How you doing, stranger? Happy New Year.
I know, right? Girl, listen, it has not been intentional. I've been having so many technical issues with everything. I'm trying to figure out, I guess like you said, StreamYard has switched up some things, so
Uh-huh.
I've been
And I
having
think that
issues.
was what was going on, y'all, with his thing. Like when I went into the little settings and I took off something because automatically it was something in the mic settings that said echo cancellation or something. And I
Yep.
took that off, and then that little burping noise went away. So I don't know what it is going
So
on with
when
StreamYard.
I went in, it said I had to download some type of StreamYard app to get in, and it
Uh-uh.
was weird. And I got
Well,
about
you know they said in January they got new ownership, so I don't know what the hell going
oh,
on with StreamYard. I might
gotcha.
have to switch it
But
up.
I'm so glad I have not missed the uh, Todd and Candy thing. 'Cause I'm a little biased,
You
and
biased?
I am because I just
You
don't
are
like the
biased
picture. I don't
towards.
like the picture that they trying to paint on Todd. I don't think Todd is f that person like people trying to portray him to be. I don't think
I
he
don't
went it.
either.
I don't think he went into this trying to about Candy. I think he really, and that's the thing. I mean, you do got some
I
decent
don't think
guy
you married
people out
nobody for
here.
10 years for a come up.
No,
I don't.
and
But
have kids to. I mean, you guys. I mean, everybody not like that. You just cannot
mhm,
convince me. Like we gotta have some belief that there's some decent people in this world, and I don't think
mhm,
that Todd was raised like that. I just don't. I don't think he would have invested his time and energy into something for all those years. You know,
mm,
I don't even think he really wanted this divorce.
yeah. I mean,
I
Candy
re-
filed it.
exactly,
Or
but
maybe she filed before he could file. I don't know.
I think that she just been had people in her ear, and she got a point to prove. That's how I feel. Now I don't know all the ins and outs. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I done read all the stuff, but just throughout the years, she has a big influence on the way, and she care about all the people in her circle, like what they think. She don't really, to
Mhm.
me, she tried to portray like she has a mind of her own, but I don't think she really do.
Mm.
To a certain point, I think she, when it comes to certain things, yes. But when
Okay.
it came to that, if you can imagine getting into a marriage, you already got people against you,
Uh-huh.
against it, against him, against, you know what I'm saying, there's like propaganda on, he just on for your money because he ain't got X amount of dollars. But that don't
Mhm.
mean that that man went into that and, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
ill intended to
But we
like screw
talked
you
about this
over.
over on
Okay.
Discord. When you think about it, like
Mhm.
Todd elevated Kandi to a certain
Mhm.
extent. Like
Mhm.
like he came with the knowledge of, in production. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
came, he brought Kandi in on that knowledge.
Mhm.
Kandi began producing plays and doing things, and he had these ideas about the restaurant, and even if they weren't successful, they were successful
Well,
long
that's the
enough.
thing.
They
You
Yeah.
know from my experience, you don't know what you're gonna get in any type of business like that. You
Yeah.
literally are dependent upon people deciding that they're gonna come to your restaurant against I don't know how many people in your area. So you know what I'm saying? And I've been there. I closed my restaurant, and I've been very transparent. 2023.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You remember the hot dog factory we had in Memphis? You know.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
closed in 2023, or whatever. But I mean, and you could, I mean, I went in there hopeful, and yeah, we gonna do this, and I mean, the food was good, it's not that. Our restaurant was clean. Da, 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 da. You do the best you can, but it is what it is. At some point, you got to be like, you know what? I can either keep pouring my energy and time in this, or I can just be like, we just need to move to something else. But I really think he really and a lot of his decisions I feel like that he made was because he had something to prove.
Hmm.
I really do. I feel like he went the extra mile, trying to show her family, look, I'm not here for candy money. I'm
So
really
do you think
trying
it's a
to.
good look? Do you think it's a good look for him to be fighting a prenup, or do you think he is old, whatever?
I think at this point things have changed. You got a right to change your mind. You can feel a certain way when you first get into something, but you don't know where it's gonna turn. And you know what I'm saying, when you know you didn't really genuinely poured your energy and time into something, you can say, you know what, I ain't finna just walk out of here with nothing
Right.
and
Right.
start over.
Right.
Like I really, you know what I'm saying, I don't give a damn how these people think or feel. I know how I feel and I know what, you know what I'm saying, what my true intentions were. I
Uh-huh.
think so I feel like he got the right to say, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could think of whatever because y'all going off that Mama Joyce crap or whatever, but I know what my, you know what I'm saying, intentions was as a man. I held it down. I did what I could, you know what I'm saying? And to me, and I always been like this, we all want to have some type of success and we want to have this or this, but everything just can't be about money with
Uh-huh.
everybody. I ain't saying that there's not people out there that's like that, but I just never got that from Todd. I'm just gonna be real. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But at the time, just like you spoke about, as opposed to like when they had their wedding, whatever thing or
Mhm.
whatever, I feel like he was under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted to marry Kandi. He got everybody against him. He had a lot of pressure on him, and he was just like, you know what, I love this lady. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm just gonna show them on the flip side of on like what I'm about. Then you get into the situation, you still balance stuff, and we all thought that Mama Joyce had finally came to a purpose point where she was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He didn't show it improve, and I can relate to a certain point because I know how like my mom passed 2023 as well.
Mhm.
But
Sorry to hear.
her husband was, um, dating for some years, and then so I had my certain feelings about him, right? And
Mhm.
then, uh, but when she said she wanted to marry him, and they decided to get married, I backed off, and I said, okay, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna see what he really about. And he showed
Mhm.
improvement. My mom went through her stuff or whatever. That man was there. He cooked her breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Like nobody knows what Ty really did every day for Kandi.
Yeah.
Trust me, she was with him for a reason for them 10 years. Believe
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? And Kandi not stupid. She's not a stupid person. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mhm.
if she felt like even back then, if it was some real, I don't think she would have went through with marrying him and having kids, and they would have lasted. What was it, 11 years?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But
I don't
look,
think they would
somebody
have
said
lasted.
Todd is leaving with way more than he came with. But think about it
But it
with
don't
anybody.
matter. But this man invested his time. If it was you, flip it and get off of that stuff. If it was you and you knew and you know
If
your
it was
true
a
heart and
woman.
your true
Like
intentions,
Portia
and you
left with
went
more
into
than
some.
she came with, and she wasn't even married but 15 months.
I mean, we come on now, Portia, please. I mean, we talking about a year.
Well, I'm saying they got the
But
same
whatever the
maturity
month
level. I'm just
was
saying,
versus
yeah,
years, it's something different. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I mean, come on now. I mean, this man elevated her. I mean, to a certain point, because we only knew her from Escape, and there she made the Housewives, and we knew about little certain things.
And so he
But he
elevated her in
also
the
brought
housewives.
things
She needed
to
a
the
husband. She
table
needed
at
a
this
housewife.
point. So he not finna he ain't just finna walk away with nothing. Like he gave up a lot of his things that he could have, and I think that was his grief on a lot of it, the YouTube things that he did was like, hey, I get what you're saying. However, I'm not that person. And I
Uh-huh.
really came in here trying to get us to a certain place because they probably had conversations. And she was like, hey, I want to do this because she made it clear she wanted to be a triple threat. She wanted the I got, what is it called? The I got, you know what I'm talking about, Michelle. I'm not good at all this stuff. She wanted this, she wanted that, she wanted
Oh,
that.
the EGOT.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
EGOT. Remember, she vocalized that a lot. And I think he
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay,
And so
well,
he was behind
right,
her and helping her.
exactly. And he had expertise in certain things that she didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's how I see it. I know I'm talking a lot, but that's how I see it.
Well, thank you for calling,
You're
LaShoya.
welcome, Miss your girl.
Let's
Keep on
see.
winning.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hey, TT, you were next. What's up, Houston Foodie? Hold on, hold on. I
Oh,
want to answer. Like, look, Gloria is
okay.
in her feeling because the Gloria said the court document said Todd don't be with the kids like that. So Kandi lying. Like each of their court documents say something. So you saying Todd lying to the court because Todd said he do. So it's like both of them go come to the court with what they want the court to believe, and then it's up to the judge to decide who's telling the truth. So right now we don't know.
Right.
Hey,
Well,
TT. What?
hey, Michelle. I'm sorry to get on here and sound like Simon Goodbye here, but I feel like Candy was targeted by Todd.
10
And
years? If
yeah,
Todd
but
left in the first year, I might agree with you. Nobody's staying for 10 years.
people are staying for 10 years. People are staying for 20. Like, you got to understand the type of economy we live in, and
If they didn't stay for
everybody,
20 years, they deserve whatever they get. I'm just saying, like 1 year, I'm gonna think you a gold digger, but 10 years, you you have formed a relationship. You are part of the family. Y'all had kids. Like I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong, child.
do you
Y'all
know
saying
how
he played
long?
the
I
long
mean,
game.
I'm
I might be blind.
right. I can compare it to how long. Look how long they've been lying to us about Santa Claus. People do stuff like that, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a trend. No, but it's a
Not Santa
trend.
Claus.
Yes, that's just the example, but it's a
Well, I know a
trend.
lot of men target wealthy women. We know that. We've seen the Jill Scotts, the Sherry Shepherds, we've seen all of that, and I get it. And it's up to the woman to be diligent, and I feel like Kandi was that with her prenup. But again, now they just got a battle. Like, wait, what happened within them 10 years that will dispute the prenup. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know
We
nothing.
don't
We don't know
know.
what happened in their relationship.
But not only that, Michelle, is if you like pay close attention, a lot of these guys are coming from north up north, and they're targeting us down south because they know we don't have like a lot of guys to choose from down here. And they target us and we fall for it because we just want to be loved. And this is what is happening to Kandi. Todd targeted Kandi and her mama tried to warn her. Her mama seen it.
So
And
now it's a thing that men from up north come down south to get the women because we stupid and we just want somebody to love us.
I'm telling you, they know what we're dealing with down here. They know what we're dealing with, and they making fun out of
What
it.
are we
Like,
dealing with? The same thing we dealing with, they dealing with up north.
I mean, we know, you know what ATL known for now.
In New York just as bad. You think New
I,
York is filled with a whole bunch of straight men?
but I know that New York is not filled with like a lot of single black millionaires, women like Atlanta is. Like we're known for it. Like we are known for like successful black women that are single and looking for love, and they target us.
I, okay.
They target us. And I feel so bad because if you look at his reels, if you go back and look at Todd reels, he's talking through his eyes. If you
What
look at
he saying?
how
What he saying with his eyes?
he's saying, like, I'm here with these damn kids again. Hey, look at me. Like the last reel he made when he asked Blaze if she wants something to drink. If you just pay attention to his reels,
Now you
he's
got me
like
the one to go over here. Oh, he
he's
ain't got
he's
none up right now.
he's constantly showing his frustration through his reels. Like all of those smiles, I see past that. He's letting us know, I'm here with these damn kids again. Where the hell she at? Y'all see this shit? I mean, it's obvious, you know. It's like, okay, Tut, we see you. You know?
Let me see. He said,
Just at the house hanging out. Blaze, what we doing? We
well, at
having
least he
fun.
inside the house because they were saying at
Well,
court that Cannon don't
you
want him in the
hungry?
house,
What
I
you want,
feel
a
bad
snack?
for
and
the
he live in
kid.
the and he live across
We going downstairs to
in the
get
carriage house.
snacks. Let's go. You want me to pause it? Where's your remote? Oh man, where's your remote?
And
So
he got on his street clothes. Look, he got his jacket zipped up to his neck, so he clearly ain't staying long. Let me
I
stop.
mean, did you really have to let us know she needed something to drink? Like, if I was Candy, I would be furious. It's like, because you get more camera time than me because I'm actually out here making the bucks. You get more camera time and you got more time to sit on your
But
phone.
isn't that what the way she set it up though? Because there's
You know,
videos out there of her complaining because he had a job or because he had an office, and she didn't want him to travel. She wanted him to travel with her. So, I mean, I don't know.
I feel bad for her in a sense because she didn't see it coming. It's like, ooh, you didn't see that coming? Like,
But she filed. What you mean she didn't see what coming?
she didn't see it coming. Like, he had a plan from the go, from the jump. He had a plan. He's a hustler. I mean, even what was the girl
How
name who
y'all
said
know all this about Todd being a hustler? I'm just trying to figure this out. Todd don't give me hustler with his little 4'5" ass. I don't
so
get that.
Michelle? So Michelle, you
Yeah.
telling me you don't remember that episode where the girl got on there and said Todd is an opportunist? Come on now. Come on now. She
Okay.
warned Candy. She said Todd is an
Yeah, but
opportunist.
Marlo called Candy a sugar daddy. We gonna go run with that. People were saying that Candy was a slut from the 90s. We gonna run with that. Like at the end of the day, that's TV. We don't know what's really going on.
Candy has always owned what she does though.
But
Todd
Candy
didn't
only
own.
own let me correct you there. Candy only own what she does because then she started branding herself into turning lemonade lemons into lemonade. Okay. So Candy
Right.
had a reputation before she even got to the housewives of dilly dallying with a lot of men in the entertainment industry. I mean that it is what it is. And so I feel like Candy started that sex positive thing to kind of like counteract that, which is great. The same way
Right.
she does everything. And so, I mean, you can't sit here and say that none of those things are true. Like everything that Candy was doing, she was doing. Even Marlo tried to say that Candy was sucking dicks in locker rooms.
Ooh.
Like people have called her out, but people don't pay attention to it.
And what happened to his daughter? I don't see his daughter anymore. You know, they usually would be like on family trips and stuff like that, but I don't see the
She was
daughter
there
anymore.
Christmas.
Oh, okay. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she was there. She on Tide Page and the little family thing where they had them matching pajamas on.
Yeah, I think that she was targeted, and I think that Candy, she met her match. Like he's definitely gonna give her a run for her money. It's not gonna be as easy as she thought it would be.
There go Kayla
Um.
right there. You don't see Kayla?
Oh, there she go. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, are they cool?
Kayla and the nanny. They got the nanny in the picture and
So
all the
I'm
kids.
wondering why they look so happy on their pictures and it's frustration at the
Do
courts.
they look happy? It's just a picture. Do they look happy?
I mean, I've seen a couple of pictures, Michelle.
They
They look
wasn't
happy.
hugged up. They were just in the picture. Just because I take pictures with all these celebrities, that mean we in love with them. That just mean we in the picture. We smiling.
True. That's true.
When
But
you
I
in the
mean,
picture with your friends, you don't care what they look like. You just want to look pretty, so you smile, right?
right, that's true. Now, I mean, you're right. But now on another note, I did see where you
Mhm.
said that damn, you've been saying so much shit. Let's see. No. So on
I say a
another
lot.
note, I did see where you said that he went back and objected, like he want to have everything public. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? He got to do these interviews and get paid. He got to do
No,
these
but
interviews.
Todd ain't been saying he could have been doing interviews. That's the point. He's saying why close them when Kandi has been utilizing the divorce to monetize her platforms. She been on Amazon Live talking about it. She been on Instagram talking about it. She been on all these platforms talking about this divorce. So why you want to close it now?
I think
So what
she's. I
she's
think,
trying to do is she's the one who wants to control the narrative. She's the one who wants to post the happy pictures. You know what I'm saying? Todd hasn't said a word.
right.
Only thing Todd been doing is posting daddy daycare.
Right. And also I think she may be struggling financially. That's why I
Oh,
think she's so open about it as well. I think
you
that
know who said that a long time ago and got dragged to hell? Me.
they gonna drag you anyway, but it is what it is,
Why they
Michelle.
gotta drag me all the time when I say stuff? I'm just
Well,
trying to
you
figure it
just
out.
like the damn
Look,
postman that deliver the bills.
I know, right? Why you gonna shoot the messenger? Look at this, look at this, look at this. I just want to show you this right here.
Okay.
You know, I love the archives. Hold on, Houston Foodie. I'm coming, friend. Look at it right here. I just pulled it up. You see that? Look at that short right there. It got 50,000 views. You see what I said right there? Look at it right there. What I say? I don't know if Candy's going broke or not. All I know is when you lose a salary as big as the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you gotta move some stuff around. You gotta navigate the world a little differently. You gotta put Todd to work, and Todd gotta create evites and have um movie premiere so that y'all can make some money. Ty gotta, pay for Chris Brown suite tickets and sell them so that y'all can make some money. Y'all got, listen, Ty can't sit around no more on his ass and just hope that the OLG is a tax write-off, because apparently it's not much of a tax write-off anymore. It's more of a loss than it is a benefit. So she closed the OLG game. Okay. She closed Blaze Steak and Seafood from the damn pink ice and paying for ice and all the stuff that was going on there. Now they have one location, which is in East Point. Y'all need to go support the OLG gang in East Point. It's where the people was shooting at, but hopefully they won't be shooting when you go. I said that. How many weeks ago was it? It was long, 3 months ago. This was before they filed for divorce. I said that. Nobody was paying. Everybody mad at me. Kandi ain't broke. Kandi got all the money. Hello. And I wasn't even saying she was broke. I was saying it's a possibility she don't have as much money as y'all think she has. That's all I said.
No, she's definitely struggling. That's why when people start talking like that about personal
Oh,
matters,
girl, I can't hear you.
hello?
Can y'all hear? Press one if y'all can hear, because you got a little. I don't know if it's my speaker. What is it?
I'm going out and I'm coming back.
Okay. Houston Foodie, say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, you're very clear. I can't hear
Oh.
you, TT. Okay, come back. Okay, how you doing, Houston?
Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I said, let me get on because my child finally went to sleep. She's over here snoring. No, I get a little shy when I get on here. It's only my second time coming on to anybody's panel, second time on your panel and anybody's panel.
Welcome.
Yes. I don't have much to say, but I want to talk about that other lady with the Rule 22.
Oh, the other blogger.
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, when I start seeing her popping up with all her videos, I mean, she went on a rampage with Portia and Heavenly, and I was like, dang, like you are just really on their tails. And I couldn't really tell if she was actually telling the truth about a lot of stuff that she was saying. And then I remember you said one time that she had kind of taken some stuff from you, or, I was kind of getting some Michelle vibes from her and was kind of,
Mhm.
yeah, was kind of getting some.
I do have a low key fan club. They be hating, but they literally be like, you know how they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery? They
Mm-hmm.
literally want to be me. They want to do what I do. They want, and that's fine because my thing is I love inspiring people. But if I'm your inspiration, don't be hating on me too. At least give me credit for the work that I do. You know?
Right. Yeah, so I don't really go, and I don't really see her on my stuff much anymore. So I don't know if she kind of took a break or what's going on, but I
Hmm.
never really tuned into her. I just saw all of a sudden she was on a rampage against Married to Medicine people and Portia.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I saw she had kind of gotten into it with somebody else that um I know that blogs or whatever. So
I
I
think she might be the reason why Dr. Heavenly kind of backed up on Married to Medicine because she was reporting on her son.
Yeah, I was that kind of got me a little salty because it's like even though a lot of people don't care too much for Heavenly, it's like why are you going after her? Going after and exposing her son like that. Her son is not on the show, and like, what are you getting out of blasting that child like that?
Mhm,
I didn't
and
like
I
that. That kind of
think
left a sour taste in
honestly,
my
I
mouth.
think that that's why Heavenly, the sun is never there, the sun's not on there because you gotta remember, like, a lot of that stuff will be, on Bravo in perpetuity, you know what I'm saying? And so, of
Mhm.
course, she wanna protect her son's reputation or if he's gonna be a doctor or any of that, they don't want all of that recorded about them talking about a criminal incident or anything that's involving the legal system, so I'm sure that's why she kinda pulled back and people like Heavenly deserved it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just speculating, okay? So I'm not pro
Mhm.
Heavenly or against Heavenly. I'm just speculating about,
Yeah.
how she feels about her child.
Yeah, she was going in on Quad too,
Mm.
and her man. And I had heard earlier that, in which I went and verified, Quad has taken King off of her Instagram.
Mm.
So now people are
Yeah, I don't think they
wondering,
together either, but
really?
yeah, I
All
don't
right,
think they
really? Is she really using that as a storyline? I mean, does she want a child or no?
I don't think she really want a child. I think she was just trying to, like, outdo, Sweet Tea. Like, she
Right.
literally just stole Sweet Tea's whole storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people are
Got her
saying she was
kicked
making
off
fun
and
of.
then continue. But we're not even talking about Married to Medicine. Okay, okay.
Okay. Well, let me venture back over to one Cardi B, who I'm tired of her. I'm so sick of Cardi. I don't know what to do with myself. I did see the. Why do I keep forgetting the one's name of the blogger that she just recently her people were going after her because of the
Was it Lisa Wu? I mean, Jessie Wu?
Jessie
I was
Wu.
calling
Yeah,
the girl Lisa Wu earlier, I think. It was Jessie
Ye-
Wu and Tasha
Jessie
K.
Wu. Yeah, and Tasha K. It's so funny for her and Tasha K to be going back and forth with each other, being as
Right.
though, Cardi shouldn't even be acknowledging Tasha K. It's like Cardi needs to grow
And,
up.
it's almost like she feels like she, okay, you won the lawsuit, okay, there's a payment arrangement or whatever, but you don't have no control over what come out of that lady mouth. Like,
Right.
and then the stuff that she talked about, she not talking about you. She talking about Stefon and the lawsuit. And yeah, that's associated with you because that's your baby daddy, but they ain't got nothing to do with you. So it just bothers me that she's now on this rampage of like trying to silence Tasha K, and it's weird. But
Yeah.
anyway.
It's like you don't think Tasha K didn't discuss this stuff with her attorneys on whether she can talk about people associated with you. It's like
Mhm.
it's not Tasha K fault that you didn't spread your legs to Stefon Diggs, and proud of it too. It's like, oh, you are just she just irks my nerves.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know about the whole thing of if she only responds to, black women or black bloggers
I just
versus.
brought that up because I just noticed that there are other bloggers, and I hate to call names, but I will. Let's say like I'm just using her as an example because I
Mhm,
like Tisa Tales, but
mhm,
like say Tisa Tales, and Tisa Tales run with these crazy theories and stuff about Cardi B
mhm.
and stuff, and you never see Cardi B crashing out, and she has a substantial platform. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
true.
So
Yeah.
I just use that as an example because the only people I do see her going off on are, unambiguous black women,
Well, I'm just
or the
wondering if
blog or the
I'm
shade
wondering.
room, which is owned by a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just wondering if it's because that's who her fans like come to her about the most. Like maybe they don't come to her about what Tisa Tales is saying because maybe they like Tisa Tales versus Tasha K, or that could be a possibility, but I don't know. I can't really stand Cardi B regardless.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
seems
I
like
just
she
use it.
tries to out ghetto the ghettoist. I don't know.
Yeah, I just use it as a talking point. You know how it goes.
hmm and then I don't really have too much to say about Kandi and Todd. I haven't caught up on the docs with them, but I have been hearing about, Kandi saying that Todd is not home the way he says he is. And I agree with
She said that, but I think they're in this battle of he say she say at this point, and she
uh,
says that to counter what he said because he's saying he want primary custody, and then wanting primary custody he wants child support, and then wanting child support he wants joint legal custody, but he wants final decision making. So he's like put his foot down and asking for a lot of stuff that in hindsight, he might be able to get if people think that he's actually, the primary caretaker, because
mhm,
Candy's in New York. It's clear somebody with him. And if it's not him,
mhm.
who? You know what I'm saying? And even if it's a nanny, a judge is still liable to give the child to Todd than Candy because you working and going from state to state. Does that make sense?
Well, why Kandi can't just bring her kids with her? I don't get that.
I mean, because most judges or most people will want their underage children to be stable and like a stable school environment, a stable home environment. They don't want their kids, traveling from state to state, especially at that age.
Yeah, but they're both in the entertainment
They still in
industry.
elementary school.
Todd may have to pick up and move after a while. We never know.
Mhm. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. But
You know,
that's all
he
I
said
wanted
a
to say.
stable home.
Yeah, I don't know. Todd ain't stable.
And the village is here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them moving away from Georgia anytime soon. So
Yeah. And how did she end up doing on Broadway? She's still on Broadway?
yeah, she's on and Juliet, I think until March. I think.
Okay. And I mean the touring don't bring in a whole lot of cash for
I heard it didn't. But it's
her.
not touring. She's just on Broadway.
No, I'm talking
She
about when she tours with Escape. 'Cause I know we were talking
girl,
about her
they
finances.
ain't getting rich.
Mhm.
Clearly.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Concerts kind of pricey. They should be making something. But I guess if you gotta
Mhm.
split it 3 ways and take care of your family and all other kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm sure she'll be alright. They'll get it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
appreciate you, Houston Foodie.
All
Thank
right.
you
Well,
so
thanks for
much.
letting me up. I've been watching you for years. Look, one thing that attracted me to your channel was the red glasses. You see, we have that in common.
Thank you. I do. I switch them up every now and then. I'm on my Ray-Ban tip now, child. This is new.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then look,
I'm
we're
in
both.
love with my Ray-Ban glasses, but today I was like, I want to wear red.
Yeah, yeah, red's my favorite color, and I had some
Mine
red ones
too.
years ago too, and I just got some more, so
Yeah,
those
they
are
look
my
cute on you.
faves.
I
Thank
like your
you.
blonde braids. I miss my blonde braids.
Yeah, somehow I ended up getting lighter and lighter, so I'm gonna stick
Uh-huh.
with this for a little bit.
That's cute. Well, thank you for calling, friend.
All right,
Y'all
you
go
have
support Houston Foodie 713.
713. Thank you. It's the Houston area code 713. My childhood area code.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Houston Foodie. I appreciate you and your support always.
Okay, no problem. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Hold on. We got LaShoya. Did you call me back, girl? Hello.
Yep, I did.
How you doing?
I'm good, girl. I know you
Trying
cracking
to
up
get
to me.
off work. Trying to keep.
I know. I could tell. I could tell. I just want to make a
Oh, it's
point
okay.
right quick about the Todd and Kandi one more time.
Uh-huh.
So when Todd was on, when they was in that little room in the glam room or whatever,
Oh
I
yeah, the
think he
glam
was
squad.
speak. Yeah, like I don't think people understand. That man was saying, "I'm like I don't want to just my whole life or whole marriage just be supporting you. I want to do my own thing."
Uh-huh.
And so to me that proves that that man wasn't just about. It ain't that he didn't want to do better. He was just trying to support his wife
Yeah,
for
and a lot of
years.
things that he said that it was people agreed with, and it was almost like he was crying out for help during that time because that was
Yeah, he
really
was. He was like, listen, maybe I think he was on some. Maybe if she see that other people agree with what I'm saying, and we could,
uh,
you know what I'm saying, type of stuff. And
uh-huh.
and that's why I said what I said. I don't think this man was out after her money and on the plot and scheme the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And but now I will say this. I think he's wrong for wanting full custody because that's still them kids' mom, and they love them both. To me, you should never take full control from what a kid. You still got to consider what those kids want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they don't want to be around their mother or be, you know what I'm saying,
I don't think he
ostracized from
even want full custody. I think he just doing that just
to
as a
say
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like what he's trying
he
to do
tired
is
of her
force
having
her.
control over everything since they've been married.
Yeah, and he's trying to force her to
Hmm.
settle.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that whatever the point is that they
Yeah. He
arguing over.
tired of
I feel
bending.
like, yeah, to keep it open and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Candy is gonna want to settle because she don't want all her business out here in these streets.
I definitely agree with that. I
Let's
agree
go
with that.
ahead and end this and call it a day. Either we gonna stay together, or I'm gonna cut this check, and you gonna go on out your way. So,
That's
you know.
right. If you want this divorce, let's go and make it happen. But however, I'm not bending everything that you said anymore. I'm tired of that.
Uh,
That's how I feel.
all
All
right,
right, all
Michelle.
right. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm
Thank
going
you,
to bed.
friend.
Good night.
Check
All right,
Colleen.
you too. Bye.
Oh shoot, we got Paige in the building.
Hey, Michelle.
What's up, Paige?
Girl, I'm
Happy New
fine.
Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, anyway, I got two things to say.
Okay.
Did you see that post that Kandi posted on her Instagram page? I think it was today or yesterday, where she got Mama Joyce taking Blaze and Ace to their karate lessons or
Oh,
some
I
kind of
see it.
tournament.
That's why Ty had Mama Joyce in the back. I missed this one, honey.
That's petty.
And
Kandi is
then, but
right.
then, well, look, she got Mama Joyce and she got the photographer going with them to take, real clear pictures.
Right. Yeah. You see how nice those pictures look? Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because she tagged Morris in the thing. It's like, okay, so you just sent the photographer to the.
Candy said, I ain't playing with him no more. Okay.
Okay, let me see what she got in this
Shoot.
thing.
And then another part of me, I feel so bad for. Okay, remember when they first got together and Todd had that job and Candy had a problem with him taking the job because he was gonna be gone, I think, for like 6 months, and she was trying to do her stage play, A Mother's Love.
Uh-huh.
And so her issue with Todd was that, you're not here all the time. When you go to LA, you act like you're having a good time out there. And then now, fast forward years later, she's the one that's not at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Todd just feels away. Yeah, he just feels away because he stopped doing what he really wanted to do to be there for her, which he probably should not have done, but
Mm-hmm.
he did it to make her happy. And so he's a little salty about that. And yeah, so he's not gonna make it easy for her, that's for sure.
And then people are saying, like, even with her posting that picture of Mama Joyce with the kids, like, it ain't you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yep.
that's not making it no better. Like, even with that, like, every picture Todd posts is him and the kids, him and the kids, him and the kids. He not
Yeah.
posting pictures of the kids with the nanny or anything. So, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
when's the last time Candy posted with the kids? I mean, I think she posted for
Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So it'll be
So it's
interesting to see how this ends. But I kind
oh,
of wanted to hurry up and be
I'm gonna
over.
keep reading these damn documents. I'm not gonna waste my time going to court though, but I'm gonna
Okay.
look, I might go to the Zoom court, but even going to the Zoom court, some of them things be lasting all damn day, child. But so if I go at 9:30 and they through by 10, I'm in there. But otherwise,
Yeah. I
and
mean, keep going to
speaking of
that
which,
legal
Kenya's Zoom court is coming up on the 20th. I might tip in there and see what's going on.
Oh, please do, honey, because she's an Instagram model now.
Oh Lord, not the Instagram model.
And what's interesting too? Her and Kandi are pretty much walking the same path that Nene did. Nene became like this Instagram diva, right? And so now since them heifers ain't working, all of a sudden they posting these thirst pictures. Kandi, all of a sudden she dressed real good now.
Yep, and had hired a stylist and everything. Yep,
exactly. Yep, they do everything that Nene do, but Nene been doing it a lot longer than them. They at the beginning. Yep. So
Nene be working, honey.
Okay, she do work, and it's actually been a benefit to her to put herself out, put herself out there like that. I'm not mad at that. She reinvented herself, but sometimes that's what you got to do.
Right, and you don't see Nene begging for nothing. She literally is just living her life, and I live for it.
Exactly. She enjoying her life. She traveling. She not fighting with folks in court. She not running off to Dubai, and who knows what's going on over there in Dubai with Kenya.
Okay. Anyway, I don't like to speculate, but yeah, Kenya being in Dubai is a little questionable.
Exactly. Okay, because we know what's going on over there. And the thing is, if she don't have a sponsor, how's she paying to stay over there? She don't have extra money like that, so she gotta have a sponsor. If you know what I mean. Yep.
So.
Yep. So
I
anyway.
appreciate it, Paige. Thank you for calling me, friend.
No problem. I'll be calling them more this year. That's my resolution for 2026.
Yay! Look, most of y'all must have had this resolution. I got a lot of calls tonight.
You did. Y'all. This is the most. Yeah, you got a lot tonight. We haven't had this many.
Usually I be sitting here like this. All right, I'll talk to you. I'll see y'all in the next stream. Now I can't get rid of y'all.
Okay, it's somebody else. It's somebody. Mike. Who is that? Mike. Yep, he up there.
Mike. Icy Mike, honey.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
All right, Paige.
How you doing, Michelle?
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, Icy Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm better now. Thank you. I want to say thank you for waking up looking like that this morning.
Oh, you're welcome, friend. Thank you for waking up.
No, but look, right. But look, now y'all going in. I mean, I like Kandi, you know what I'm saying? And y'all say me always going after women, but I'm here for Todd tonight. I will always stand by what I've said about.
Hello.
Hello. Are you there? Hello.
Oh.
Are you there?
Oh, what's going on with this Mike? Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Can you hear me?
There's an echo.
Hold on.
There's an echo.
Right. No.
Hello.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can.
Hold on.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. But my thing is this. I mean, people say that black men going after black women, and that's not my thing. But I'm gonna go after a black man because I'm a black man, right? And so I'm with Mama Joyce, right? I'm with Mama Joyce 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? Miss Joyce is being a mother who is looking out for her daughter's best interest. And now, Michelle, the way that things are playing out as we watched it over the years, you know what I'm saying? As we watched it out over the years, I believe in my mind, I'm not gonna say I'm right, but just watching him and her relationship throughout the years, I mean, and you just said something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but you said something, or somebody in the thing just said something. I was like, dang, they were long-winded, so I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm 54, getting younger. But you know, it was like, but I honestly believe you have some people in there, like they say that prenup how it goes for what 10 years before they can act on it or something like that. You know, I ain't no lawologist or nothing like that, legal analyst or nothing like that. But in my mind, I think that he made a doggone good investment. You know, but one thing I will say is this, Michelle Boo, that there is no way on earth, in hell, wherever we going from here, where I would allow woman, man, anything in my bed with my significant other, right? So I do believe that's where they may have made their mistake, because I'm real jealous. You know, I ain't sharing nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't sharing it with my baby,
they both wished what people think is their third wheel. They both wished her a happy birthday yesterday. Did you see that?
you know, I mean, I've been real busy with my cleaning business, but no, I haven't. No, I mean, I don't be on it like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I be real busy.
That's all right. You know, that's why I'm here to show you, honey. That's why I'm here.
But what happened, Michelle? You got to tell me that. What's the third wheel? See, I don't even know all this.
Fatum is the lady that everybody assume is they third. Is she be with them all the time? She travel with them, and she's one of Akon's ex-wives, and she was on one season of the show as a friend. And so her birthday was yesterday, and everybody saw Todd wishing her a happy birthday. And you see everybody putting all these all these memes up under there. Yeah, this is her right here.
That's her right there.
Yeah, this is her right here. But the gag is Kandi also. But see, that's the point. You know, everybody say, you know, Kandi is bi, Kandi is fluid, and Kandi wished her a happy birthday too, child. Kandi got more pictures with her than Todd do. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Kandi said, you ain't gonna take my woman.
Wrong, but
Kandi said she gonna get
she's a beautiful girl, though.
Okay, she's very beautiful. But Kandi said, I'm keeping Fatum. Okay.
Yes, she is. Oh, she giving you body, baby.
Yeah. They got so many people. They've been all around the world together.
All right, Kandi. I ain't mad at Kandi.
Yeah, all three of them was traveling together. So
good taste. I tell you, ain't mad at her. What happened? I was about to say something happened. My thing went. But I can't keep letting y'all go hard on my girl Kandi. I like her. Something about her that I like. I guess
it's Kandi.
Well, Michelle, but
you think so?
Yeah, but I'm gonna always stand Mama Joyce and Kandi. I love you. I ain't gonna never go against you, but we all entitled to our opinion. But I just believe that he had an ulterior motive from the jump, boo. I mean, that I'm just saying. And we can't be mad at Mama Joyce because father. But just imagine if I was a father and I seen
what's going on with this microphone, Lord?
What happened? I'm there. Can you hear me?
You got loud again.
Wait, okay. Well, I got closer to the thing.
You about to say, just imagine you were the father, and what happened?
Just imagine if, I'm not a father, and I'm truly not a mother, right? But you know, if we see, I mean, it's like our parents can see things that we can't see because we so far in love. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, you know. And you know, as growing up as a teenager or into adulthood, they may see what we can't see, you know, you get it. And so I'm not mad at Miss Joyce, because if I was Kandi's father, I would be looking at it the same way that Miss Joyce is looking at it. This ninja is coming in here to manipulate my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
What about the people who think that Miss Joyce only feels that way because Miss Joyce can't get her piece of the pie as long as Todd there? Like, Miss Joyce has some ulterior motives too now, because Kandi was paying for her house, paying for her this, paying for her that. And as long as she married with Todd and she got kids and stuff, then that's less money for Mama Joyce. The people say Mama Joyce is the real gold digger.
Well, but that's her mama at the end of the day, Kandi. I mean, not damn. I'm calling you Kandi. That at the end of the day, Michelle, that's her mama. You know.
Okay.
And I mean, I ain't gonna go against her. I ain't gonna debate you on that. But at the end of the day, that's her mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but okay, you don't think it's odd that Mama Joyce would rather see her alone than in a loving marriage? Like she was with Todd for 10 years. Y'all keep acting like Todd just treated her bad and was beating her all up and down the street. They were together for 10 years. Before she filed for divorce, everybody acted like Todd and Kandi was a power couple.
No, like I go back to what I was saying, Michelle Boo. He had an ulterior motive in my mind. You know, I mean, because you know why? Now, like Mama Joyce was saying, that why was she married down or something to that effect, right? This woman, I don't know what her net worth is, but I know his was not nowhere near hers, right? And so I'm with Mama Joyce on that. I mean, so he had to have an ulterior motive. And then I mean, Michelle Boo, just look for a second. Yes, he was going to be in that marriage for 10, almost 11 years after that prenup. However, they said, you know, you have to be in it for like, you talked earlier, you said like, what, 10 years before it deactivates or something like that? I don't know about prenup, but I heard it somewhere where they saying like the prenup, he has to be with her for 10 months before the prenup is no longer good or something like that. Can you tell me what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think until the prenup, is enforced 10 years. I guess it's 10 years. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I don't know what's in their prenup. I've never seen it. But a lot of people say that 10 years is the sweet spot of when he can benefit from whatever it is that's in the prenup.
So you don't think that it's probably strange that he had 2 babies with her? I mean, you know, you have some good actors and you have some great actresses.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying? And
is it strange
you know,
that he had 2 babies?
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, you know, not strange, but I'm just saying, I can't even explain it to you, Michelle. But it's like if you, it just don't sound right to me. You know what I'm saying? It just don't seem right. It don't seem right. Because if probably wait till 10 to almost 11 years when he know that prenup is already expired or whatever, and then he goes and start doing the most and get caught with her, third wheel or whatever you called her. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know what happened. Kandi filed for divorce. We don't know what happened that caused Kandi to file for divorce.
But however it may have been, I will say that at the end of the day, I would not allow anyone in my you know, where I lay my head
with your man, with your husband,
partner.
with your wife. I get it.
Right.
That's not what the marital bed is supposed to be sacred. You're not supposed to bring all the people in there.
Right. Yeah. You know, so I just wish my best wishes for Kandi and let her know I have a serve safe, a cooking certificate, culinary arts certificate.
Mike, friend, this ain't no commercial now. This a gossip channel. We not promoting. Okay.
Okay. I'm just talking. I'm just messing with you.
People pay me for that now. You want to send me a check, you can promote all day. Okay.
Well, you got to wait till Friday, baby, because I didn't just, you know, I tricked out most of my money this week. So you got to wait till Friday.
Calling, Mike. I appreciate you, friend.
Okay.
Goodbye. Mike said, I'm selling something, child. Hello, TT. Welcome back.
Hey, I just had to get back. I'm sorry, Michelle.
That's
Your
okay.
channel is off the chain tonight. I love your channel, but tonight, girl, you got the tea. I just had to call you. I'm sorry. I got to call Michelle back.
What happened, girl? What happened?
It's just a lot, girl. They talking about your live. Like,
who talking about me?
It's tea. My
homegirl. Who talking about me? I ain't even got out the live. What is they talking about? What I do?
My homegirl just called and was like, was that just you on there? It sound like you.
Not the homegirl called you.
Yes, because we be
Now you
in
done
your
call
channel.
back for the homegirl to call you again. What you want, TT? You the last caller of the evening.
We be in your channel, girl. But no, seriously. I just
I
want to
had a
put it
good
out there
time with
because
y'all.
we didn't get through talking because my phone started messing up. But I really
Oh
feel
yeah.
like, yes, because you remember how you were saying, okay, so I'm finna get back down to it. I love tea. But I really think that Kandi was targeted because of the reputation she had around Atlanta for being a sugar mama.
Now you gonna start with all this targeting.
Just think with me. Think on this level. He was already in production. Ain't no telling who put Todd down. Go after Kandi.
Carlos King,
Put her
Phaedra,
down. Oh
Phaedra,
damn.
and Carlos King. That's how Phaedra convinced Kandi to date Todd, and Carlos King and Todd was besties, and Carlos was the producer, and Carlos even produced their wedding special.
I like Carlos, but that's so damn. I
Carlos
like
was
Carlos.
shady now. Carlos was shady. I think
Oh.
Carlos set Todd up. I don't know. Todd might need to give Carlos a little kickback when it's
Okay,
all
cause
over.
he definitely put him down with Kandi. Like he oh if he make anything, he owe Carlos.
That's what I'm saying, cause Carlos was the one who filmed when they was signing the prenup, had them people come up to the hotel room the day of the wedding, knowing that Todd can use that as evidence and say he signed it under duress.
Oh, And then you know what, Michelle, you know how you were saying, but 10 years,
Uh-huh.
it was a call that was like, I don't think a person would do 10 years. Todd played the long game with Kandi and her mama. He played
And
the
the
long
kids
game
too,
with
and
him.
and they had kids too. That's what he did. See, y'all
What?
be acting like this is all schemes and stuff. There are lives involved. They're little children. This little boy, little girl. You think he played a long game, knowing that he gonna have to take care of these kids for 18 years or more
Well,
for the rest of their life?
he knew he wasn't gonna have to take care of them. He knew that he had a breadwinner. He knew what he had to do is exactly what he's doing. Daddy daycare and things of that
Y'all
sort.
act like Candy was Oprah Winfrey. Somebody.
We gonna
Candy
find
got just
out.
as much money as me. Okay, I'm just saying. I ain't write no songs, but I ain't all that. But at the end of the day, y'all act like Candy got Beyonce money walking around here. Like what
We
is
we gonna find out she ain't got too much of nothing because Todd they spent it all at the strip club. I'm telling you.
now Todd is Apollo spending $8,000 at the strip club. I can't with y'all.
I mean, I think that the
This
spending
will
got
make a
out of
good this will
hand.
make a good spinoff show though. Candy and Todd, the divorce. Candy and Todd's divorce special.
Right,
That's
right.
what
No,
we need.
no. That is the truth. But I just think that a story gonna come out with Todd. He gonna have a tell all, and we gonna have our mouth gonna be dropping. Like Todd is gonna talk.
You think it's gonna be a story against Todd and not a story against Candy?
I think Todd is gonna do a story against Kandi.
Because Candy the one trying to hide stuff. Candy
Uh,
want the divorce sealed. It's something that Candy don't want us to know.
that she like the girl more than the boy.
But we already know that. She ain't got you don't remember Candy did that whole gay photo shoot?
Ooh, so what is it that she don't want us to know? I never thought about that.
I mean, I think
Ooh,
that we already know this. We already know that Candy Burruss, we already know. That ain't no secret.
right, right. But do you see
Cause they
they? Do
admitted
you?
that Candy admitted she what was I about to say? That her and what's her name was kissing. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Uh-huh.
But I do you can you see the energy between her and the kids? It's like the kids don't even really know her. You know, you recognize that? Do you see the energy? Like it's kind of like they spend so much time with. If I was Candy, I would be pissed. Like, no, they gonna start spending time with my
Somebody
family.
gotta work. Somebody gotta feed them kids.
They'll be over my cousin's house, my auntie
Oh
house.
my
All
God.
them children know it's Todd. That's all they know.
They know their mama. Stop that.
I would feel a ways.
They see
I
their
would.
mama on TV. They know their mama.
No, I mean like really like. we always see Todd and the kids together. Like, I
Uh-huh.
mean, it's to a point where it's like, no, give me my damn children. Like, it's gonna get ugly.
So
It's
whose
gonna
side
get.
are you on? Cause I'm confused. First, Todd played the long
I'm
game.
on Kandi
Then you
side.
say Todd always had the
I'm on
kids.
Kandi
Candy ain't
side.
never there. I don't know whose side you on. I don't know if you team Todd, if you team Candy. I don't if you team Mama. Whose side are you on?
I'm team Kandi, Michelle, because I think that Kandi was targeted. And I think it's happening to a lot of us single black successful women in Atlanta.
So we gotta watch out for these little short Negroes that come down here from New York with Timberlands on.
You said it.
It's the little short ones we gotta worry about. Her, the tall ones good.
The door, nope, the tall ones too. Cause see what they think. They think
Child, it's
they
these
smarter
Atlanta
than us.
men you gotta worry about, child. These child.
They think they smarter than us.
Especially the straight Atlanta men. You gotta worry about the straight Atlanta men, honey.
I mean, I just had one. I mean, to me, I would rather know what I'm up against, rather to meet somebody who claiming that they love me and they playing the long game with me to get what you know what I'm
But
saying.
how you gonna ever know anybody is playing a long game? How you gonna ever know any relationship is good until you get in it? Like, how you know? You don't have
You
no crystal ball. You can't see into the future and be like, this man gonna we gonna be married for 20 years and he gonna leave me. You know
well,
what I'm
if
saying?
he
When do you know it's real? Like
when he
I'm
when,
just trying to figure out.
when he don't want to sign a prenup. Hello.
But it's her money. He got to sign. What? Oh, so you saying because he didn't want to sign a prenup, we knew it wasn't real?
What? That would have been a red flag. What? You say you don't want to do what? I wouldn't even went forward with the marriage after that.
But
But you
he
know what?
signed it.
He signed it, but do you know everything they had to go through to get this Negro to sign it? I
But how
mean,
much of that was made for TV drama?
I think it was more than what we actually seen. I think it was more than what we actually seen.
Okay.
And we seeing it today. He's contested everything that he signed off on.
He's
He,
contested it because Candy won't give him that hawk sweet.
yeah, I hope that he gets nothing.
You don't think he deserves something? The man been there 10 years. If it was Portia, y'all be like, she deserved a house. And Portia wasn't even there a year and a half.
I mean, I feel like he should have said it from the jump, what he wanted. I think that it could have been negotiated.
But maybe he did. And now here we are 10 years later. What we started with 10 years ago, you have triple, quadrupled that. And you trying to give me just a little bit of it and not half.
Now, on the other
There's a lot
hand,
of things we may not know that he helped her build and grow and pay on that we don't know.
I agree. Let me just say this. I think that he should get something, but I truly think he didn't got a damn enough. I think he been living his best life.
But
Um,
hasn't she been living her best life alongside with him?
I think she
Did
been
she kind
working.
of listen? You know, we talk about men. We talk about men all the time stopping women from working and being housewives and raising the kids and all that. Like, isn't that what Candy did for Todd? She was the one who said that she could take care of every motherfucker in here and
Yeah,
all
she
of that
did
stuff. She
say
said
that.
all of those things, and she was happy with him. She was
Right.
happy with him staying with the kids while she worked. She was happy with so now all of a sudden, because he's contesting a prenup, now he's a bad parent.
And you know what else I think, Michelle? I think that her feelings got into it a little bit. And I think that he was sexually attracted to like a softer woman. Somebody a little
How you know all
softer.
this? How you just coming up with this?
Because I'm just like I really think that he's attracted to like a something opposite of Candy. I mean, on a like a more intimate basis.
Mhm.
And I don't think she could be that woman that he wanted. And
Mm.
I think he hurt her feelings. I really
Mm.
I think she was in her feelings. Like they say you
Mhm.
in your feelings. And he hurt her feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I'm
He
taking
hurt her
care of
feelings.
you. Yeah, like nigga, I'm taking care of you, and then you gonna have a nerve to like I'm actually taking care of you and the kids, and you still
Wait a
wanna
minute. Let's listen to this for a second. Hold on.
on your prenup, it was 30 days after, if y'all divorced, he would have to move out the house. Why would he have to move out the house and if y'all bought the house together and y'all wouldn't divide the house?
That sound like you. You was calling up to watch What Happens Live. Hold on, let's listen.
Well, no. See, well, that's the issue. Well, I did buy the house. You know, he pays the bills.
Right.
But as far as like the house itself.
You own it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean.
But in her legal documents, she said that Todd don't pay no mortgage. So she said she got a mortgage. Hold on, we still.
Well, I bought that, you know, when we were going into the relationship. But he doesn't want the house. So I don't even want people to think, oh, he's trying to get the house.
She said he don't want the house. This was 11 years ago.
Because he doesn't even want the house.
Okay.
But it's just the fact that when you get divorced.
And this was before they had 2 kids. Okay, you got to remember all this. The kids wasn't in the prenup.
Sometimes it can be a long, dragged out process.
Right.
I remember talking to Bethany recently, and she was saying how she hated the fact she had a prenup, but they didn't have any term where he had to get out. So they were still in the same house for a long time.
So they got a term that Todd had to get out the house in 30 days.
Don't be there.
That's cold. Well, yeah, so that's why I guess attorneys try to put those stipulations in there.
There you go. By the way, I found out something at a Big Bravo.
Hold on, I'm still trying to. But you understand, like, you know, like
Yeah, I get
things
it. But
change.
things change, but I think that prenup with the 30 days though, I mean like this kind of cold though, for real. I mean, like, damn, for real, 30 days. But I think this was before they knew that they was gonna have kids and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Michelle. I think that, and I could see it in Candy's eyes. Candy's hurt. She's hurt.
I'm sure, you know, Kandi probably don't want to be no single woman at 50 something. The you know, you got colorist Claudia out here at 55 crying that she can't find no man. Kandi don't
Oh, she better get that bob together, girl.
Oh God. You know, I'm just saying, I'm sure Kandi don't want to. I don't know what Kandi wants to do, but Kandi filed, and apparently, you know, some boundaries were crossed, and sometimes, you know, you can't come back from that. But who knows? Maybe her filing this can start the conversation, and maybe they'll make up. And divorce actions get dismissed all the time.
But I don't think they'll make up because I think Todd is stuck in his ways with sleeping with other women. He done it so long. She let him do it so long. So it's
But
like,
Todd gonna realize he can't do that forever. You almost 60.
with her money that he planning on getting, he'll be able to do that forever.
That money don't last forever, especially when you live in a certain lifestyle and you're not bringing no money in. That money is not gonna last forever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But what I hope though, I hope I can get like, you know, I'm a fan of Candy's, and I haven't seen like the genuine smile she have. I haven't seen that in a while.
Kandi said she was miserable. Remember, she said behind my smile, she been going through it for a long time.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. And I think Mama Joyce is like, I hate to say it, but the court ain't gonna go in they favor. Like, I hate to say it. I hate I'm saying this, but it's not gonna go the way they want it to go. In Candy's, you know, favor. Like, they gonna grant Todd what he's asking for. Because
See that you are on Team Todd. You do agree with what we saying.
I'm not Team Todd, but I'm just looking at the facts. Like, she was blindsided.
That is the facts.
She was blindsided, Michelle. She didn't see it coming.
She was targeted. You said that 15 times.
She didn't see it coming, and it's gonna be a loss. I'm sorry to say it. I'm Team Kandi all day long. I wish she would have listened to her mama. I really wish she would have listened to her mama on that one.
Well, you know, Kandi will be 60 soon. So.
You know
what? I was laughing because somebody said every time I age somebody, I add 10 years. That's why I like Kandi be 50 now. She'll be 60 next year. So anyway. You know, I'm hopeful. You never know what may happen. They may come back together, and then next year they'll be celebrating their 11th wedding anniversary, and we'll all be like, just imagine, just last year they was getting a divorce.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I so doubt it. I mean, the knives haven't even came out yet. Like, you about to see some. You're gonna be like, damn, for real.
You know. I love reading divorce documents.
I mean, like you said, the pictures the fake smiles, like all of this, it's about to really get ugly. And I'm telling you, I doubt it. But you know what I want to know though? Who will be her next boyfriend? That's what I want to know.
That AI picture that they got on Facebook. Let me stop. And people
Man,
keep trying to, why you ain't reporting no Kandi boyfriend? I was like, child, that is an AI picture. Y'all better leave me. Y'all know I love me some AI, but I'm not, y'all ain't gonna trick me with it.
whoever get with her is gonna have to have money, Mama Joyce
Right.
approval.
How you know she want a boyfriend? She might want a girlfriend.
I think she gonna get another boyfriend.
She might be like Portia. They might
now,
they
now
might be
see,
passing around the same girls because everybody in Atlanta date Ty Young and all. Not everybody, but all the lesbians.
now that's one breakup. When that breakup happened, it's really gonna be some drama.
You
Those
think it's
two
a
right
real relation?
there,
You think that's a real relationship?
I think it's a situationship. And when they break up, the tea gonna really come out, and I'm here for it.
What, the lesbians?
Yes, keep up more drama than the straight people. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
We don't be hearing about when the lesbians break up. They be pretty quiet.
Well, I hope so, but
Cause Ty
with
Young went
Portia,
from Mimi Faust to Ming Lee to Drew Sidora. Not Ty
yeah,
Young. Is it Ty? What's the lady? What's the? You know who I'm talking about.
but that karma though, from how she did that husband, you got to think about that. That karma be something else. That karma be a what? you
I
know.
just want to see when the time comes, how she gonna what she gonna do? Is she gonna be able to sell the house? Is she gonna be able to refinance the house? I'm gonna keep my eyes on it, and Simon gonna keep me in the loop. So
One thing I can
we'll see.
respect about Portia is her whole damn world can be falling apart and she never looks like it. But sooner or later, you will not be able to keep doing it. Like you gonna have to, it's gonna come out. I mean, sooner or later. So
Hmm.
we'll see. I'm here for it.
Somebody said Portia's new storyline: fall in lesbian love, break up, and become homophobic again by the end of the season.
And we
Child.
why we haven't canceled her yet? I mean, what about the damn when she was at the church
Portia
talking
said,
about the
"Say the gays and the lesbians, child. Say the gays. We supposed to say them." That's what Portia said.
Portia gonna go whatever damn direction the people going, she gonna go.
Mm.
But I respect her because she looked good. She looked
Wait, isn't it?
good.
He decided he was going to send his son, his only son. Don't take that for granted. How many of y'all would just give somebody your son or your daughter? But he did that for us. And he did that because of our iniquities. So don't let the devil tell you you ain't worthy of God's blessings. He wants to use you no matter what. That's why we Christians supposed to be telling the hooker on the street, the drug dealer, the person who in the hospital for trying to commit suicide, the gays, the lesbians.
The
We're supposed to try
lesbians.
to save them and tell them you are
You are
worthy.
worthy.
God can use you. God can use me.
I can use you, lesbians.
Yeah, now guess what's going on? Somebody else used her now. And you know what? I got to say this, Michelle, because I love when I tell you, damn, it's on the tip of my damn tongue. I cannot believe that. The girl who she got into it with. I've been talking about her all damn day, and I can't remember her
Who
name
got
because
into it with Portia?
Portia, her best friend,
Oh, Shamia. Mm-hmm.
Jamia. I
Mm-hmm.
hope she come back this year. I hope she come back and really just stand on business with Portia. Like,
I
stop
do
being
too.
scared of her.
I do too.
She ain't nobody to be scared of.
Mm-hmm.
She be doing all the moves and stuff, all on the Hawks game. We know you know how to move, girl. Get in there.
Well, all right, TT girl. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We talking like we on the phone, child. I'm about to go.
Okay. Okay. Good night. I
I'll
love
be
your
call back more
show.
often.
I will. Love your
And come
show.
on camera sometime. Why y'all be scared to come on camera with me? I be sitting up here by myself with a
Girl,
with a
because it
letter
be
T next to me.
it's 1:33 in the morning, Michelle.
Yeah, it's 1:33 here too. And what's your point?
I'm gonna start coming on camera then. I got to be. You know, you all clean. Your hair did everything,
My hair
girl.
ain't did. My hair is ugly. I need to get my hair done.
You look cute.
Thank you.
All right, and I seen your
I've been wearing
pictures
a
at
hat
Nene.
all day.
I seen your pictures at Nene party,
Oh, you did?
girl.
I had a good
Flawless,
old time.
girl. It looked like y'all had a ball.
We
It looked
did. I
like
was so
y'all had
drunk.
a ball. The
I had to.
pictures.
I had to lay down for 3 days.
What y'all were drinking?
Champagne and everything else. I don't know. Ain't no telling.
Oh, it looked like y'all had a good
Whatever they
time.
brought me, I would drink it.
I know.
Oh, and oh well, I should have said this at the beginning. Shout out to Chef India. I said that Mama Evelyn had made all the food and she didn't. Woman, it
Ooh.
was Chef India in Atlanta had made some of the food too. So they all was in there cooking and the food was good. Cause Chef India hit me up on Instagram, said, "You said Evelyn did it. It was me." So y'all let Chef India know that I am sorry and that her oxtails was amazing. Okay.
Oh wow.
I need to clip
Okay,
this up and put
Michelle.
this on Instagram so she'll know.
Good night, girl. I hope you sleep wonderful. And I love your
Thank
show.
you. Thank
Okay.
you. I hope you
You're
sleep
welcome.
well as well. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I thought Miss E had did it too, because Tamar had said Miss E had did it. Miss E did some of them, but she did all of it. And Chef India came in my thing and said that she did something. And I was just like, look, I'm not here to argue over who cooked and who didn't. Okay. All I know is Tamar got on the mic and said her mama had cooked the food. Then Mama Evelyn came out the back with that blue jean outfit on, smiling like, hey, y'all, I cooked the food. So I don't know. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't want to take the credit from nobody. Whoever was back there cooking the food was amazing. Okay. Anyway, this has been fun. I was on for 3 whole hours talking to y'all, honey. You know this video gonna get chopped and screwed and clipped and everything else. Okay. Yeah, she had a whole blue jean outfit on. Miss Evelyn was cute that night. I don't know what you're talking about. Go look on my page. I think she got a picture of her on there. Y'all, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 200,000 this year because I've been at 125 for about a year now. I did get my plaque though. Shout out to my YouTube plaque. Okay. And I did get my TikTok sponsorship. TikTok been hitting me up, want me to do more stuff over there. I did get a lot of opportunities and stuff. I was on the Nene Leak show. I should have did a annual recap. I didn't do nothing. I just started the year off and said, "Hey y'all, I'm back." But yeah, so we did have a lot of growth this year, so I appreciate it. I think this year I might need to change my background. It's been like this for 3 years, but I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I might need to remodel the office and do some changing. Okay. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining me and subscribing and contributing to the stream and staying up this late with me. Okay. If you're on my Facebook is straight from the A. They watching on Facebook. They watching on X. My X is ATLien. They're also watching on Twitch. My Twitch is ATLien Twitch. And then I got my 2 YouTube channels. So definitely subscribe, and also head on over to my Patreon too, because we be talking about stuff on Patreon before y'all hear about it over here. We talked about a lot of this stuff earlier today. And of course, I said names over there on Patreon. Okay, I don't hold back on Patreon. Patreon know all my business and all my tea. For $5, I'm cheap. Okay, Patreon.com. I am ATLien. Come on over there. I'm not going over there tonight. I went over there earlier, and I'll probably go over there tomorrow. Oh yeah, follow me on Sora. I am ATLien over there on Sora. I gotta make me some more videos tonight to post. Some more AI videos, because y'all be like, Michelle, you make yourself skinny. You make I don't make myself skinny. Sora do it. Okay, so hopefully Sora fix my hair. I'm gonna do some more, and I'm gonna be pretty. I'm gonna make me some more real pretty ones. Okay, I did one being the trader and all of that, so I'm gonna do some more. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys in the next live stream, and hopefully I can figure out where the damn chat is. How I put the chat on the screen, because I can't find it no more. All right. Good night.